your right hand, please. You swear to affirm the testimony about guilty of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thanks, sir. You can speak up. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Karter Ambrose.
Can you spell that for the court reporter?
Kadeemambrose.
Thank you. Mr. Ambrose, where do you live?
I live in McDonough, Georgia currently.
Okay, currently. You live in Middle Georgia at all?
I used to.
Okay. When was that?
I moved from Middle Georgia in 2021.
Okay. Are you employed?
Yes, sir.
How are you employed?
I am a firefighter with Gwinnett County.
When you lived in Middle Georgia, how were you employed?
I was a firefighter with the city of Warner Robins.
Okay. So did you live in Warner Robins when you worked for them?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know Kianna Davis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you know her?
She is the mother of my child.
Okay. Did you were in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
How long did that relationship last?
Approximately 4 years, 3 years.
Did y'all live together?
Yes, sir.
Where'd y'all live together?
The first apartment was Sandpiper off of Leisure Lake. Then the second apartment was off of Lakeview, I think is the name of the road.
Lakeview? So y'all lived together at Lakeview?
Yes, sir.
All right. When did y'all break up?
March 2012.
Okay. Were you guys living in Lakeview at that time?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who moved out?
I moved out.
So Ms. Davis stayed behind?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember the specific address?
To our
To the
apartment,
Lakeview apartment?
11 something. We don't remember.
Was that apartment in Houston County?
Yes, sir.
Do you see Ms. Davis in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing a white and gray sweater.
For the purposes of the record, he has identified the defendant. Now, you said y'all had a child?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was that child's name?
Karter Ambrose.
And when was he born?
January 14, 2018.
2018. So I'm going to show you what's been previously admitted into evidence of State's Exhibit 12. Do you recognize that? What is it?
It's Karter.
It's Karter. When was that photo taken?
This photo was taken right before I took to daycare. I think it was November 12th,
November 12th?
2012.
What were you guys doing that day?
That was in the morning, and I just got him ready to take him to daycare. And we just started in the morning, brush teeth, eat breakfast, and we left the house around 7:30.
When you took him to daycare?
Yes, sir.
Where was daycare?
Daycare was with Miss Fade off of Russell Parkway.
Is that the last time you saw him alive?
Yes, sir.
So I want to back up a little bit. So you took him to daycare. Did you have him that week?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Where were you living at the time?
230 Caitlin Circle off of Proceedings Boulevard.
And did he go to daycare that week?
No, he did not.
Did he stay with you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And so you said you were a firefighter?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what's your schedule like?
We work 24/48, so it's 24 on, 48 off.
Okay. So if you were off, did you keep Karter at home?
Most of the time. Sometimes when I'm off, I work a part-time job, so I just pick up shifts elsewhere. But if I'm fully off, then say 50% of the times I have them.
And that Thursday when that picture was taken, how was Karter?
Karter was perfectly fine.
Was he thrown up?
No, he was not.
Did he seem sick at all?
No, he did not.
Let me ask you this. Did he have any breathing problems?
He did.
He did? What kind?
So he had like respiratory problems where he would like need a rescue inhaler or a nebulizer at times.
Okay. You said nebulizers, that's like a machine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man, when he would need that machine, what would happen?
Well, for him to need the machine, sometimes it would be, like say he has a cold or a fever, and then it always seems to tie in where his respiratory would like be affected.
Okay.
But mainly he would need it like if he's running a cold.
Okay. And what would be the symptoms that he would need the nebulizer?
You would see more like him kind of struggling to breathe a little bit, like kind of using more like auxiliary muscles. So he kind of be, wheezing a little bit and like kind of struggling a little bit more to have a full breath.
Did you ever give him, so you would sometimes give him these treatments? Right?
Yes, sir.
Was throwing up ever a symptom that he needed breathing treatment?
No, sir.
So, November 17th of 2020, that's the day that he died, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I kind of want to get what's going on in you and Kianna with your relationship
At this point, we still communicate. It's strictly on the basis of him. We don't hang out. We don't really talk much outside of, he needs this or anything pertaining to Karter.
Okay.
Main focus of our conversation.
And what was the custody arrangement, or was there one?
It was never a definitive custody arrangement. She was the sole caregiver for Karter at the time, and we just kind of made arrangements around my schedule on when I should have them.
Okay.
But it wasn't anything definitive.
Okay. Was it anything that was like predictable?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about that.
So we would look at my schedule and the days I have 2 days off back to back, usually like every other weekend, and also like at least 1 day out of the week. And if I can't get them every other weekend, then at least 2 days back to back in a week. So it'll just be communication on what to have them for 2 days back to back.
And so at this point, you and Kianna are split up.
Yes, sir.
Right. So were you seeing anybody now?
I was at the moment.
You were back in 2020, or 2020. Do you know if she was seeing anybody else?
Was she seeing anybody else?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge.
Kianna. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Was Kianna seeing anybody else?
Yes.
Do you know that person's name?
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
Keon Benson.
Kianna Benton. Have you ever interacted with him before?
Once.
Okay. So you met him once. Do you know if they live together?
I don't think so.
And so you dropped Karter off Thursday at daycare. That's the last you see him. Now, are you and the defendant, is there any child support agreement in place?
We recently just got a court-ordered child support agreement.
Okay. And so were you ordered to pay child support?
Yes, sir.
How did you do that?
Through the court, initially, when I moved, we settled on a fixed amount. And that's when I first moved out of the apartment. Then we talked about it and we settled on a set amount. But then later on, she wanted more and we talked about it and couldn't come up with the actual agreement because I was trying to stay away from actual court-ordered child support. But that's a route that we went with, and that's how we got to the court-ordered child support.
So it was court-ordered child support. So how do you pay? How much was it?
It was, if I'm not mistaken, $750 a month. And it was set to be deducted from my paycheck.
Okay. When was it set to be deducted?
I know it was supposed to start in November,
Okay.
and that's when the first payment was supposed to
Okay.
happen.
And do you know if that payment was taken from you in November?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And how much was it? Was it $750 that you said?
I think it was partial. I think it was the first half of that came out of my paycheck.
Okay. Was there something about you overpaid somehow?
Yeah, so I wasn't too knowledgeable on how child support worked. So I knew that I get paid on Thursday, and I think I messaged Ms. Davis saying, hey, can I go ahead and just make this first payment because I know that you have a 5-day grace period for your rent to be due. So I'm going to go ahead and pay the first part through the child support app, and then whenever I get paid, if it's deducted from my paycheck, then we can just, even that out. Because I did not know if it was going to be deducted from my paycheck that time.
Okay. So did you make kind of your own payment and then it was deducted as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that weekend, what all were you doing? So you dropped them off Thursday, then Friday, so now Saturday, Sunday. Were you working? Were you at home?
I worked Friday at the fire station. I think I was off that Saturday, and I picked up a shift Sunday and Monday and Tuesday.
When you weren't with Karter, would you be able to speak to him over the phone?
Yes, sir. Most of the times I would FaceTime or talk to him on the phone.
Would you do it like once a day or multiple times? Or?
Average once a day.
Okay. Okay. That weekend, did you get to FaceTime him at all?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you ask?
Yes, I did.
Who?
Ms. Davis.
Okay. And she had Karter that weekend?
Yes, sir.
Right. Would she talk to you at all that weekend?
We talked, I think it was Friday, when we realized that the payment was deducted from, my paycheck. And after that was the last time we talked because she blocked my phone number.
She blocked your phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how did you figure out that she had blocked your phone number?
The calls wouldn't go through, text messages wouldn't go through, and this happened before, so I pretty much know how it is being blocked from.
Okay. How many times did you call and try to text?
I cannot recall.
Okay. Was she mad at you?
Yes, sir.
What was it about?
About overpaying on child support.
Okay. And the purpose of your calls or texts, were they just about the child support?
Before I was blocked, yes. So we had a phone call prior to, I think the last actual phone call that we had was about the child support and her saying that I messed up everything as far as the child support payments. And I'm like trying to still figure out how I did that and not really understanding how me making a payment through the Defects app and then having it deducted from my check, how would that mess up anything?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she was mad at me about.
And were you calling as well to try to speak to your son?
That night I was.
Okay, which night?
Pretty much the entire weekend.
Pretty much the entire weekend?
Yes, sir.
And were you able to?
No, sir.
So that was the weekend. Is the only way you tried to communicate with her text or email that weekend?
That weekend I sent her just emails because calls and text was not going through, so I had to email her to at least get some type of response to her.
So I'm going to show you what I've just shown the defense counsel. And it's marked as State's Exhibit 13. Can you please look at that? Do you recognize it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It's an email of me messaging Ms. Davis and an email of her replying back to my initial email.
Okay, do you remember when that email was?
Yes, sir.
When was it?
It was November 16th.
November 16th, so that Monday?
If I'm not mistaken, was I November 16th or yes, it was that Monday.
That Monday. And is this a fair and accurate representation of that email?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has it been changed or altered in any way?
No, sir.
Your Honor, this time we offer evidence, State's 13.
As long as I can cross line, I have no objection.
It's a minute.
So I'm going to put it up on television, we'll publish it. And that is behind you. So if you could turn around and take a look at it for me. So you said that you had texted her, or emailed, sorry. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at what time did you email?
10:43.
Okay, and she responded to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you please read to the jury what she responded to you?
Stop emailing me. No, you can't. You got to talk to Karter. Leave me TF alone. And that's the last time I'm going to tell you.
What does TF stand for?
The fuck.
And that's the last time I want to tell you?
Yes, sir.
So this is Monday. Do you have any idea what's going on, where Karter is?
No, sir.
Did you guys have any communication after that email on Monday?
No, sir.
Was there a phone call?
No, sir.
Did she call you about needing to get Karter?
Oh, yeah. So later on that night, she did call me. And I'm not too sure if the call or text, but I know we did talk later on that night
Okay.
for her saying that I need to take off of work the following day so I can keep Karter.
Okay. Did she tell you why?
She said that he's sick and he's been throwing up.
He's been throwing up. Did she tell you how much he's been throwing up?
No, sir.
Did she tell you if anything happened to him?
No, sir.
Okay. And did you take work off? And
I did not.
okay. Why was that?
I didn't take off of work because I was pretty much begging to even see him, FaceTime him, and I would get no response. And even to the point of like, I would kind of like make concessions with him. Like, if you let me FaceTime him and see him, then I'll take off work and I'll keep him. And those were going unanswered. And the only thing she told me was just that he's been throwing up and he's sick. I need to take off work.
You wish that you had?
I did.
Was that the end of your communication with her for the time being?
We talked Tuesday morning when I was already at my part-time job, and that's when she told me that Karter's being rushed to the emergency room now. I need to get back.
Okay. You remember what time that was?
It was in the morning time. I said approximately 8 or 9.
Okay. Did she say what was wrong with him?
No, she just said that he's being rushed to the hospital. She didn't say what was wrong.
Okay. And he was being rushed to the hospital. So where was your part-time job at that time?
I was on the ambulance in Dublin.
Ambulance in Dublin? Are you EMS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you drop everything and head to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
And where was the hospital?
It was Perry Hospital off of like pretty much blocks in the future.
Perry, you thought you were going to Perry, or was it Peach County?
Beach Night.
Okay. So it was Peach County. Did she say anything about who had taken him? If he went to a pediatrics office?
I'm not sure if she did or not.
Okay. So all you knew was that he was being taken on?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did you end up making it to the hospital?
I did.
And when you got there, was Karter alive or dead?
He was already deceased at the time. She called me before I got to the hospital and told me that he was deceased.
Okay. And when you got to the hospital, what did you do?
When I got to the hospital, I came through the emergency bay, the ambulance bay, and they led me to the waiting room that was kind of off to the side. And that's when I saw Kianna and Kianna there.
Okay. Were the police there?
They had hospital police staff in the waiting room as well.
How long did you stay at the hospital?
We had to wait a while before we could actually go see his body. And I stayed there until, I can't say how long I stayed there, but until it was done.
So you were ready to go?
Well, until until we went to see him and in the room, and we pretty much said our last goodbyes with him at the time. And I think that's when the coroner was coming, and that's when we left.
Let me ask you this. So you guys lived separate. Did he have a bedroom in your apartment?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you like to sleep in that bedroom?
He never slept in that room.
Where did he sleep?
In bed with me.
Okay. Is that kind of his thing?
Yeah.
Is that a habit that he had?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if he did the same thing when he was at defendant's?
I can't definitively say, but from my time living there, yes.
Okay. Do you know if the defendant was upset about the fact that he wouldn't sleep in his own room?
I cannot say.
Do you know Kianna wanted you to break that habit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. She spoke to you about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all have a funeral for Karter or a service for him?
We had a viewing at the funeral home, and then we also had a balloon release pretty much at the fire station I used to work at.
Okay. And do you recall where the viewing was?
McCullough Funeral Home, off the house.
Was the defendant there?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all interact at all?
I don't think we did. If so, not we.
Okay. And you said there was a balloon release?
Yes, sir.
When was that done?
Can't remember the exact date, but it was in December.
Whose idea was that?
Mine,
Was Kianna involved in that at all?
not in the plan.
Okay. Did she go?
She did.
Did you have to make her go?
I don't think I made her go, but I suggested it. I would like for her to be there.
So, after the balloon release, do you remember when the balloon release was?
The exact date?
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact date, but I have pictures I can look
Okay.
back.
Well, I mean, so did the viewing happen first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then there was a balloon release?
Yes, sir.
It was a few days, a couple weeks later.
I'll say maybe 2 weeks later, 2-3 weeks later.
And did you and the defendant stay in contact after that balloon release?
Seldom.
Seldom? Did you guys ever discuss Karter?
Yes, sir.
What was that discussion?
Just in the time frame after that. And
Mm-hmm.
most times, if we were to discuss Karter, it'll mainly be pertaining the happenings of him not being here, or the investigation and the prolonged autopsy results. It would mainly be something around that basis of what's going on with the case.
Okay. And any time did you have a conversation with the defendant about Kianna Benton's potential involvement?
We had one interaction where it was when we got the preliminary autopsy results back, and when we got the preliminary autopsy results back, the preliminary results said lacerated liver, and I was a little mad, angry, and I was on the phone with her, and she got the results as well. And I told her, I said, Kianna, I said, if something comes back that said this guy did something to my kid, I don't know what I'll do.
How did she respond to that?
She responded by pretty much telling me, she said, how can you even say something like that? He would never do nothing like that. And he was even a better father to Karter than I was.
Was she mad that you said that?
By her tone, yes.
Did she cuss you out?
That's all she said. At the time.
You guys talk more about the situation than just that time, right? So, I mean, have you guys had other conversations
Yes, we
about
have.
what happened?
Not about what happened, but we've kept somewhat of an open contact, but we never really talked about what happened.
Well, but did she ever say what she thought happened?
No,
Did she ever blame Kianna?
no.
Did she ever get mad at you about the fact that it happened?
Yes, sir.
And what happened there? What was that?
It was a conversation we had where she stated that I should have been there to take care of him. I should have took off work and I should have had him. And if it wasn't for that, this whole thing would have happened.
So because you didn't take off work to take care of Karter, none of this would happen?
I don't know, possible.
Okay. Do you know what she was referring to when she said none of this would happen?
No, sir. I guess just speculating on as
I
far
don't
as
know. You just speculate, but I mean, you don't know.
That's-
Okay. Sorry to cut you off.
me.
But you would, or at least did on one occasion, try to get information from her about what happened, right?
Yes, sir.
And what would she tell you?
She would not tell me anything, just saying she don't know what happened. Maybe he jumped off of his bed or maybe some type of accident happened that she don't know.
Okay. Did she say anything about him being sick?
Only when we initially talked, when she told me to take off of work.
Was that weekend, was that the only time that she had kind of refused you access to him?
Yes, sir.
Because earlier you said that, I think you said that you knew you were blocked because it had happened before. But that was the first weekend where you weren't just blocked, but you couldn't even speak to Karter.
That was when I was blocked for, and at the same time, most of the times that she blocked me, it would be for a couple hours or not even a day.
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Bird, did you?
Thank you. Mr. Ambrose, good afternoon. My name is Jeff Grew. I'm a lawyer from Warner Robins here representing Ms. Davis. Let me ask you a few questions if I may. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. When did you and Ms. Davis start seeing each other?
Me and Ms. Davis met in 2014.
Were you with the Warner Robins Fire Department at that time?
Before we met, no. I was in the hiring process
You were in the hiring process?
when we initially met.
All right. And where did y'all meet at? Did y'all meet in Warner Robins or somewhere else? Or?
We met in Warner Robins.
All right. And when did you go to work for the fire department?
2014.
At some point in time, y'all moved in together, is that right?
Yes, sir.
When?
2017.
2017? Okay. And y'all moved into Sandpiper Apartments, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's off of Russell Parkway in Warner Robins, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When y'all moved in together, was it just you two?
I lived in an apartment first, and then she moved in after she was pregnant.
All right. And was she teaching school then?
No, she was not.
Was she working at a dermatologist's office then?
Initially, when she first moved in, she was working at FedEx.
Working at FedEx, and then did she go to work at the dermatologist's office?
She worked at a dermatologist's office when we moved to the second apartment.
All right. Well, let's. I want to make sure we have a good timeline here. So, Karter was born on January the 1st. Excuse me, January the 14th of 2018. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And when he was born, you and Miss Davis lived there in Sandpiper Apartments, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say that's where the child was conceived at?
Yes, sir.
Within a couple days of Karter being born, he had to go to the hospital, is that right?
That's not right.
He didn't go to the hospital?
No, he did not.
When did he go to the hospital at all during, say, the first month of his life?
I think he went to the hospital maybe 1 month or 2 months after, but not the first week or the second week.
Okay. And when he went to the hospital, were you employed by the fire department then?
Yes, sir.
And where did Karter go to the hospital at? Which hospital?
More than likely it'll be,
And if you don't know, that's fine.
yeah, I don't,
You don't know where he was in the hospital at?
I'm not sure which time you're talking about.
I'm talking about the first time after he was born.
I don't recall.
But nonetheless, you and Miss Davis were living together in Sandpiper Apartments.
Yes, sir.
And that was in 2018, correct?
2017 is when we lived together. That's when we started living together.
Okay. But when Karter was born, Miss Davis brought him back to your apartment there in Sandpiper. Is that right?
Yes. We both brought him back.
Both brought him back. Okay. And that you three lived there together. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you lived there in that apartment there at Sandpiper, the three of you, until when?
Until the following year. We stayed in that apartment for 1 year of Carter's life.
Okay, until 2019.
Yes, sir.
And is that when you and Miss Davis and Karter moved to these apartments that are off of Lakeview Road?
Yes, sir.
And that's the apartment that's right there within, say, 200 or 300 yards of the pediatric place. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that was planned, was it not?
No, it's not.
It wasn't planned.
The plan was to have a nice apartment.
Having a nice apartment, and the fact that his doctor was there, it meant nothing.
It might have, but that wasn't the initial.
Okay, I mean, could it have meant something to Miss Davis?
Maybe I cannot say which
Okay.
one.
And during this time, where was Miss Davis working at?
It was a period where she did not work, and she was in school for a portion of that time.
Where was she in school at?
Mercer.
Mercer University in Macon.
Yes, sir.
Was she taking online classes or in-person classes?
Objection on evidence, Judge.
The objection sustained.
All right. So, so how long was she? When did y'all move into the apartments over there at Lakeview?
I would say March of 2019.
Okay. And when was it that you moved out?
March of 2020.
All right. And was it just you three still there at the apartment when you moved out?
Yes, sir.
And you were still with the fire department, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And do you know if Ms. Davis was a stay-at-home mom?
For a portion, she was.
She
got a job at a dermatology office in Macon.
All right. And do you know when that was?
I cannot recall.
All right. And did she stay there the entire time until y'all broke up in March of 2020?
Yes, sir. Where, at the dermatologist office?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't know, that's fine. But in any event, the relationship fell apart in March 2020, is that right?
Yes.
And is that when you were still with the fire department, right?
Yes.
And is that when you moved to Caitlin Drive,
Caitlin Circle.
Caitlin Circle? And that's over there near, which fire station is that you were working at then?
Fire station number 6.
And that's the one off of Segan.
Yes, sir.
And in Caitlin, where you were living at is, you were living in an apartment right there, is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, so when you left in March of 2020, did you and Ms. Davis have an agreement as to what sort of child support you would pay?
Yes, sir.
How much?
It was $580.
And that's an agreement that you two made?
Yes, sir.
And were you paying $580 starting in March of 2020?
Yes.
And so you paid for every month until?
Until I got court ordered on child support.
Okay. And the court order for child support, did you have to come down here to this courthouse to get an order to do that?
Yes, sir.
And the amount was $750
Yes, sir.
a month. Was that to come out of The $580 that you were paying, did that come out of your, was that deducted from your salary, or did you just pay that on your own?
That was the amount that we decided together for me to just pay her monthly.
Okay, you paid it up on your own,
Yes,
is
sir.
that right? And you were brought down here for child support, what, was it November of 2020?
If I'm not mistaken, it's October
October, and the money was to start when?
and November.
November, 1st of November?
Yes.
Okay. And would that come in one lump sum payment of $750?
No, sir.
Would it be divided twice a month, type thing?
Yes.
Right. You were saying something about an overpayment. What was that about?
I paid the initial half before I knew that it was being deducted from my paycheck.
All right. And you felt as though Ms. Davis should pay you that money back?
I said if she would like to, she can pay me back.
If she would like.
Yeah, because I would pay.
That's how you said it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, once again, you kept the child, and you returned the child to Ms. Davis on the Thursday before he died, is that right?
I took him to daycare that morning.
You took him to daycare on that Friday morning?
Thursday morning.
On Thursday morning? Did you pick him up from daycare on Thursday, or did she?
She did.
All right. So you didn't have anything to do with picking the child up on Friday, is that right?
No, sir.
Okay. And I guess at some point in time, you and Ms. Davis talked over the weekend about, well, she called you and wanted to know if you could keep the child. Did she do that on the weekend, or did she do that on the following Monday?
Can you repeat that for me?
Okay. You had testified earlier that you and Ms. Davis had talked, or she had asked you if you could take care of the child on Tuesday, the 17th. You recall that?
Yes.
And you told her that you could not because you had, not your fire job, but a job as part-time job as EMS. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did you say anything to her that you would watch the child if she gave you that $350 back?
Incorrect. No.
That's incorrect.
That's wrong.
Oh. Now, but nonetheless, you did not agree to keep Karter on that Tuesday. Is that right?
I did not.
And you could have gotten out of that part-time job, couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
Pardon?
Yes, I could.
Okay, but you just didn't want to.
I didn't want to because I did not see my child for the entire weekend until Ms. Davis sprung upon me randomly after not talking to her or the kid for 3 days pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
I was texting saying, hey, you need to take off of work tomorrow.
But you could have seen Karter that entire Tuesday, couldn't you? Couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
But because you and Ms. Davis were being disagreeable with each other, you drew the line in the sand. Is that fair to say?
She drew the line in the sand when she told me, I can't see my child, I can't FaceTime my child. That was the line in the sand.
But she offered for you to be able to see the child the next day.
After he was sick and about to die.
Okay, all right. Well, how did you know he was? Did that go into your thought processes that you knew he was about to die?
No, sir.
No, even though you were under a child support order, you didn't have any sort of anything in writing approved by the court as to what sort of visitation rights you would have. Is that correct?
No, sir.
And for the most part, you and Ms. Davis got along pretty good about that, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Just a second, Charlie. So, sir, it's your testimony that when you dropped the child off at daycare at Ms. Tharp's on that Thursday morning, that's the last time that you saw him?
Yes, sir.
How many other times did Ms. Davis refuse you over the months to be able to see the child?
She would not.
Pardon me?
She would not.
She would not.
No, sir.
Did she ever refuse you FaceTime before?
No, sir.
So this was the only time?
Yes, sir.
when you talked to her on that Monday about whether or not you could watch the child on Tuesday, did she mention to you that Mr. Benton was watching the child?
No, sir.
Did you know that he was watching the child?
I don't recall.
And you say you met this Mr. Benton a time or two, is that right?
Once.
Once? Was that at the fire station?
Yes, sir.
And Karter was there, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that went okay, did it not?
No, it did not.
Did the meeting did go okay?
No.
Was there a confrontation of some sort?
It was I wouldn't really say competition, it was a disagreement.
Disagreement between who?
Me and Ms. Davis.
You and Ms. Davis?
Yes.
I mean, you resent the fact, I guess, that she brought the child over there to your place of work?
Can you repeat that?
Pardon?
Can you repeat your sentence? Can you repeat what you said?
Were you upset with Ms. Davis because she brought the child over to your place of work?
No, sir. I love when you come to my job.
But there was a disagreement? Is that because Mr. Benton was there?
It was a disagreement on meeting Mr. Bennett at the time.
It was just for a few minutes, was it not?
To meet him,
Right.
she brought Karter over to the fire station. It was a Saturday. She brought him over because she said that he's been sad, he's been moping around, and she would like for me to just, bring him over to the fire station so he can play. And she did. She advised, hey, just to let you know, my boyfriend's with me. I said, that is fine. That's okay. He came, we played around the fire station for about, say, 30 minutes. And then after that, that's when she came and said, all right, it's time to go. I asked Ms. Davis, I said, hey, would you mind if I meet your boyfriend? Since he's around my kid, I would like to put a face to the name.
Right.
And she said, no, he would not like to meet you. So that made me say, I don't care if you're around my child, I'm going to know who you are.
Okay. Was this on the Saturday before the child died?
No, sir.
How far in the past was that?
Me and my son, we went on vacation to visit our mom, to visit my mom in October. We came back October 18th, October 19th. That was the following weekend after that, so it was still in October.
Okay. So that's the only, did you ever meet Mr. Benton then?
I attempted to meet him. I said I will meet this guy, so I walked to the car and tapped on the glass. He didn't get out of the car. He rolled the car window down. I said, hey, I'm Kadeem, Karter's dad. I shook his hand, and that's our only interaction.
So there wasn't any problem between you and he?
No, it was not.
Did you have any other problems or repercussions for the Davis because of this meeting?
No, sir.
Just a second, John, please. And I mean, sir, once again, you moved out in March of 2020, is that right?
Yes, sir.
During that period of time, of course, your baby died in November. During that period of time, did you yourself have a girlfriend to live with you?
No, sir.
You never had a girlfriend to live with you?
No, sir.
Did you ever have a girlfriend?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
I was dating a girl named Tierra.
Tierra. And did you have the occasion to have Miss Davis meet her?
No, sir.
Okay. You didn't want that then?
If it happened, it happened, but she never.
And Mr. Ambrose, you were currently in Gwinnett County, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There.
Yes, sir.
Which fire department were you for?
Gwinnett County Fire and Emergency Services.
Okay. Judge, I don't have anything else. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose. You may stay or go as you wish, please. All right, also, Dr. Wood, do you swear upon the testimony you shall give before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You would state and spell your name correctly, please.
Officer Matthew Michel, WOJTAL,
Where do you work?
Political City, Warner Robins Police Department.
What do you do for the city of Warner Robins?
Police officer.
What do you do as police officer?
I'm on patrol duty, so we're responding to 911 calls.
And what does that usually entail? What does your day-to-day look like?
Coming in and mainly responding to 911 calls for service, traffic enforcement, and so on and so forth.
And let me take you back to November of 2020. Were you a police officer at that time?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay. Did you still work for Winter Robins or a different agency?
From the Florida contact group.
That being said, how long have you been with Winter Robins?
So just over 8 years at this point.
And have you always been patrol?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you on patrol back in November of 2020?
I was.
On November 17th of 2020, did you receive a call out of primary pediatrics?
I did, ma'am.
Okay, what was that call for?
I believe the call was titled Assist Agency as far as EMS. It was in reference to a CPR progress.
And you arrived on scene, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what was going on when you got there?
I arrived on scene and observed that the ambulance had already been on scene. Back doors were open, and if I recall correctly, medical staff was in the back of the ambulance performing CPR and still working on an individual.
Who was that individual?
That would be the 2-year-old Karter Ambrose.
And he had already been loaded into the ambulance, is that correct?
Upon my order, yes, ma'am.
What happened after you arrived there?
Initially made contact with medical staff to find out basic information of what was going on. We were then instructed that the child was going to be transported to the hospital, to which I did follow the ambulance to that location.
Which hospital?
Peach County Madison Hospital.
And you followed the ambulance there?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened when you arrived at Peach County Hospital?
Got to the hospital, ambulance, and medical staff unloaded the male from the ambulance into a treatment room where they attempted to continue to give on further care to resuscitate him.
And were they able to do so to your knowledge?
No, 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 no.
After that, did you leave Peach County Hospital?
Stood by momentarily until then I was instructed to respond to the residents at 68 Lakeview Lane, or Lakeview Road, excuse me.
And that's 682 Lakeview Road, is that here in Madison County?
It is.
And what happened when you responded?
I made contact with the lieutenant on duty and sergeant on duty who were providing safe security in the lead zone.
So when you arrived at the apartment, because this is an apartment complex, correct?
Correct.
When you arrived at the apartment complex and relieved your lieutenant and sergeant, what happened from then?
I remained on scene for scene security, and to my recollection was there until the scene was done in the process.
Did you speak to anyone on scene?
I did.
You recall who you spoke to?
Miss.
Did you speak to Ms. Davis?
I did.
Now, were you wearing a body cam at that time?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Was that body cam on and recorded?
To my knowledge, yes, ma'am.
Was it working properly?
Yes, ma'am.
You regularly wear a body cam.
Every day.
Now, at the time you spoke with Ms. Davis, your body cam was on recording.
Yes, ma'am.
Was she in custody at that point?
No, ma'am.
Was she free to leave to discontinue the conversation at any time?
Yes, ma'am.
Was she read Miranda?
No, ma'am.
And why is that?
Because she was not in custody, nor was she even thought of as a suspect at that time.
If I were to show you a copy of your body cam, would you recognize it?
Yes, ma'am, I would.
May I approach, Your Honor? Your Honor, I show the witness was marked as the 14. This is the copy of the body cam. Officer Whitehall, have you had a chance to review that body cam?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And was it a fair and accurate representation of what was going on scene that day and your conversation with Ms. Davis?
It is.
Has it changed or altered in any way?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, the state will tender the evidence that is exhibit 14 and published for the jury. Intended.
We received it.
Submitted under objection. You may publish.
Thank you, Judge. And Your Honor, just as a matter for the record, the audio actually starts 30 seconds in.
She had one reaction, I think, and then the next day she probably turned out to lay down with it. One of us, everywhere in the heart, and with another one, I really she said, are you a regular people don't feel good?
I was there.
They know the will, I know they're all broken.
They were all pretty distraught.
They've all been since day one a part of the resolution. I never have to ask, and I know they because they automatically know.
Let me grab something for you. So, are you deaf? They were all pretty distraught.
They've all been since day one a part of the resolution. I never have to ask, and I know they because they automatically know.
Let me grab something for you. So, are you dad or dad? Okay. So dad, the EMT that showed up? Okay. What's it? I am mom, but never. You know his birthday? Okay. You know where he lives?
Yes, he lives on right next to the fire department on Kimberly. Right here, station number 6. Right.
Oh, okay, over by off of Deacon?
Yes, like right in that little some townhomes right over
You know
there.
what Henderson over there?
Hey, what's your address? 230? Kate Circle. Katelyyn Circle. One right here. 318. Okay. I'm waiting on that one. Cop that over there because we can't go in and we'll be out to get it or whatever. Mine.
What's Mr. Greenwood's home investigation going on?
Phone number is 478
Yes, ma'am.
998 7199.
Okay. Thank you. I grabbed his information earlier. So, what's that? Did he? Oh, yes, he was. That's completely, that is my personal note. I'm gonna write down my name, and you also do services form, from both police department, and leave a message form. I really appreciate it. And I understand motion's on aye. I just let you know how to yell at him. That he was sniffing the tailpipe of the ambulance, and I actually talked to the after, he goes, I thought you were going to pull him over. I said, at one point I wasn't, and I was like, no, we got an ambulance in front of me, behind him, it's going to go between.
He worked so hard, and I was trying so hard to get here.
We had all that going on there, we had officers from over here, and drugstore. That's what we're thinking about here primarily. And then I was trying to do now out there to hold it because of him passing. At that point, that's a least your deterrent.
For the record, Judge, I'm pausing at 9 minutes and 21 seconds. Fast forwarding to 14 minutes and 23 seconds. I previously discussed with defense counsel that I would fast forward to recordings in order to optimize this.
Okay. Record will send that.
How many juvenile? Because we contact how many juvenile and they run with everything.
Okay.
So we get out here. So we will make them about the house. Little north.
Pausing at 15 minutes and 38 seconds. Fast forwarding to 18 minutes and 10 seconds.
Get home. Get home. Unfortunately, I've dealt with stuff like this quite a few times, and it won't be you until a day, between a day and maybe a week or two. And then all of a sudden, you'll be able to grieve. But let me preface that by also saying, know that if you start to progress, that the results. Okay?
didn't think so.
So you did let him go?
I let go.
You got that other mom, baby.
And he loved it over there. And I was like, grateful that it's got healed the last time. Like, if it wasn't for that thought that, oh my God.
GDI. Don't forget, they get cases from everywhere in Georgia. GDI is like the FBI for Georgia. So literally, like, we get DUIs, we get left from somebody, it goes to the GDI crime lab. They get shell casings, they get guns, they get all sorts of different stuff that they have to process and do. And unfortunately, there's other scenarios like this that are happening across the state, so they have to. They have to high profile case that happens where they can get that done for whatever reason. Pretty much.
I was so late that he changed his sheet, but I'm going to do it, and I did pull all the bed off the couch. Okay, there. I'm hoping that it's like,
When Dr. Powell gets over here, we're also going to have our crime team over here. So they're going to do the name, process thousands. So they know what it is. And you were saying y'all have tested for COVID now?
when he got back to the church, he got back to COVID, came back negative.
After he started getting sick again, y'all get tested again, huh?
No, so. Since October, he went on October 19th.
When he's back?
He got back on the 23rd.
Okay.
And
That wasn't too long.
it wasn't long. He went back, like I said, I got COVID.
Talking to somebody else.
Yes, that he
Might be classic things when you turn.
And I'm going to work. I was every time from 14 hours. Only one night, whatever, pay for it. I was going to pay. If I take me out later.
I'll take it 25 minutes and 30 seconds, and fast forwarding to 38 minutes.
I left the house this morning, it's 38 degrees.
Yes.
I left the house this morning at 4:45, 4:50. It's still about 40 degrees. I had to go out off Louis Road, there was like a deer. Had to go and move the deer on the road.
That
contact with you, okay?
I do business on my career academy.
Okay, yeah.
So I go there and
We got a class.
I'm actually, I also need to be my teacher program next year.
All right. Walking around out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep you guys calm. I know it's a big situation, stress levels up and all that. But we've got to give y'all guys some space at the same time. I'll do my part to it. But as far as this happening comes up, we have to do things like that. Things that that's just requires one, two things. Requires your consent from you guys, requires your consent. Usually that's the way it goes. I have to advise, I have to leave. So I just really right. So I apologize for being out of force. So I just can't read one. Since Dallas County Sheriff's Office, I'm read it. I said, you preach your name. You live here too, sir. You don't live here. Just you here. You had any problems here? Well, it's all right. It's you. But anyways, preach your name here. Everything's on. I live here. You get Dallas County Sheriff's Office and Warren Police Department, sheriff's or credits, equipment, non-related mistakes, and taking necessary for that. I understand I have the right to draw in any time, and what's the search on the side. Pretty much the same. That's all we do on it. You guys close it.
Hey, Mark. I just want to let you know.
And stopping at 45 seconds.
Sorry, what?
45 seconds, or 45 minutes, Judge, I apologize. Have another bit of witness.
This is great.
Also, good to see you again. This, once again, you were called to go to the pediatric place there on Lakeview Road, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You recall about what time it was?
I don't thought my answer.
Okay. The apartment complex that we've seen in this video to the pediatric place is less than 300 yards away. Is that fair statement?
I don't know, so I haven't known about
Okay. I mean, you don't have any recollection of it?
that. It's very close to me.
Okay, they're on the same road.
Correct.
And that's within the city limits of Warner Robins, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So I take it in your many years you controlled that area numerous times.
Yes.
Once again, when you went to the pediatric place there first on Lakeview, did you, Ms. Davis, did you follow her out there, or was she in the ambulance, or
Nothing.
where was she at, you know?
I don't.
Okay. She could have already been out there at the hospital, or do you know?
I don't.
But you followed the ambulance, is that right?
Correct.
I take it that you weren't at the Beach County Hospital very long, is that right?
I wouldn't say so. Sir.
Less than 30 minutes.
Approximately.
And then, but you were instructed to go back or go to the apartment there that you were at, is that right?
That's correct.
There's the date on this at the very end of this is 13/09/25. Is that a correct date, or is that a correct time, or do you have any recollection of that?
I'm not sure. I believe that might be a correct time. I don't know, sir.
Nonetheless, you were out there for the entirety of this conversation that you had with Ms. Davis and Mr. Bennett, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then there at the end is when Deputy Collins came from the House County Sheriff's Department to go through the place, is that right?
I believe so, sir.
Who else was there? Was there someone there from DFAX?
Yes, sir.
Marcus Williams there from DFAX?
I believe so.
Do you know if Juan Herrera from the Little Robbins Police Department was there at this time?
At that time, I'm not sure, sir. I don't recall if Don Juan was already there, but I do know that he did eventually come there.
Did you hang around for that, or did you leave, go back and service?
I believe I hung around, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
unless I was relieved by Sergeant Collins.
Okay, at the conclusion of this video, did Ms. Davis leave?
I don't recall. I believe she might have stayed on scene.
Okay, but certainly she wasn't allowed to go in the scene while Officer Herrera and Deputy Collins were inside, is that right?
That's correct.
Just a second, Charlie. Officer, I thank you for your service.
All right, you are free to go, and you've been excused, you can go or stay as you wish. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. We're in about an hour and a half, a little longer. Don't talk about case. Don't let anyone talk about it with you. You can leave your notepads and take about 15 minutes. Okay? You can go to the trial.
You swear affirm testimony you shall give here before this court is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
You would state your name for the record, please.
Juan Herrera,
Investigator, where do you work?
Waterline Police Department.
What do you do for Warner Robins Police Department?
So my role is a crime scene investigator, also later brain examiner.
So you are primarily a crime scene investigator, and you are also a late forensic.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do for crime scene investigations?
Crime scene, when we on call, we respond to different crimes
And how long have you done that?
for 19 years.
Is that how long you work for Warner Robins Police Department?
Now I was hired on January 29, 2007.
What did you do when you were initially hired?
I was a booking officer.
And so what did you do from there?
From there, I applied for the crime scene due to my training before to the Department of Homeland Security on fingerprint. And then I got the job in March 2009.
And since then, you have worked crime scene investigations for Warner Robins Police Department.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Let me take you back to November 17th of 2020. Were you working in that capacity on that day?
Yes, ma'am. I was on call that day.
Did you receive a call out to 6082 Lakeview Road?
Yeah, the first phone call I had, it was to respond to the ER at the Perry Hospital. hospital, Peach County.
Did you actually go out to Peach County?
Oh, yes.
What did you do at Peach County?
I met with Coroner Galpin and Juvenile Sergeant Collins to photograph and bag the child so I can send him to the morgue at Houston County.
So basically, you saw the child Karter Ambrose's body at Peach County,
Yes, ma'am.
and you were taking photos, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you the one who bagged him?
Yes, ma'am.
And after you bagged him at Peach County Hospital, what did you do?
I followed EMS to the Houston County morgue, and myself, I locked him in the morgue.
So you transferred the body to the morgue.
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you do from there?
From there, just photographed the lock in the freezer in the cooler section and just went back to the scene.
And by the scene, what is the address of the scene?
The address of the scene, okay, it was 68 Lakeview Road, apartment 2408.
And that's in Houston County, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you do when you arrived on scene?
When I arrived at the scene, I met with Officer Matthew. He had the scene secured. So then I also met with Sergeant Collins from Houston County, investigator, and proceed to start photographing, documenting the scene and collecting evidence as a request of the Sergeant Collins.
All right, thank you, sir. Tell us how you process the scene.
When we get to the scene, we start with photograph. We photograph the entire scene. After we photograph the entire scene, we mark the items of evidence that most likely we're going to collect. And from there, we collect all the items. If we need to do all the type of process requested, then we do that as well. Yeah.
Is that how your training process is?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have extra training for processing things?
Yeah, we do have, depending on what is requested, we need to collect full-wear evidence, we collect full-wear evidence. If we have to process for fingerprint, we process for fingerprint. If we have to collect DNA sample, we do that as well, or we need to collect all the other foreign objects, so we also collect for that.
Did you collect, let me ask you this first, actually. So you would photograph the scene,
Yeah.
Did you take photographs of this scene?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If I were to show you those photographs, would you be able to recognize them?
Sure.
May I approach you?
You may.
Investigator, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibits 15 through 61. If you'll take a minute and just look at those.
All taken by me, and also the markers that I use to mark the evidence that I collect.
So you are the one who took these photos?
Yes, ma'am.
And are they fair and accurate representations of the scene as you found it?
No.
Have they been changed or altered in any way?
No.
Your Honor, at this time, the State will tender in the evidence State's Exhibits 15 through 61.
You said 61?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
There it is.
The State has to publish it through this one.
You may do so.
Officer Carrera, if you would, kind of turn around a little bit when you put these up on the screen. Showing State's Exhibit 15, can you tell me what it says?
Yeah, that's a living room area in front of the TV and going out to the back porch or patio area. And those are marked 1, 2, 3,
that those are your markers
Yes, ma'am.
that you use to process the scene?
Yes, ma'am.
And those are markers 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 16. Investigator, you can tell me what this is?
Yeah, it's a close-up picture of the stain that I marked as item number 1.
And what is that item number 2 up there?
Number 2, it was another stain next to number 1.
So in processing a scene, you would notice those stains and put markers there? Is that process?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
State 17. Investigator, can you tell me what it says?
Yeah, it's a close-up picture with the ruler, so you can see how large is the stain that I'm marking.
So, just to be clear, that is your marker number 1, your ruler, measuring the same that you found there. States 18, investigator, can you tell me what this is?
That's another medium range photograph of number 2, the stain marked with mark number 2.
So you mentioned medium range, can you tell me what that means?
We do, the way that we, for evidence that we collect of items of evidence, we do overall pictures, medium, and close. So,
So this will be a medium range
yeah,
photograph.
the ruler, yeah.
States 19, can you tell me what it says?
Yeah, this is the same stain, marking number 2 with the ruler.
States 20, investigator, can you tell me what it says?
Yeah, that's a close-up picture of stain marks number 2 with the ruler as well.
So essentially the same picture as States Exhibit 19, just close range.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. States 21, investigator, can you tell me what this is?
Yeah, it's like a medium picture with item number 3 with the same marks, item number 3.
States 22, investigator, can you tell me what this is?
It's the same mark number 3 with the
And this will be a close range photograph?
close-up range, yes.
States 23,
Same stain number 3 marker with the ruler. Once we're done, we take several pictures. We focus on to make sure that we can focus right and we can see what.
essentially so you can get a clearer picture, is that right? And States 24, investigator, can you tell me what this is?
The mark number 3 with the stain also with the ruler.
So just another shot of the same thing.
Yeah, based on the lining and close-up, and focus on that.
Thank you, investigator. States 25, investigator, we've moved on from markers 1, 2, and 3. Can you tell me what is shown in this photograph?
Yeah, it was a napkin with stains located in the counter next to the sink with marking number 4.
Is there a particular reason why you took that photograph?
Yes, because of the stains that the napkin contained.
The same that the napkin contained?
Yeah.
Stage 26, investigator. This the same shot essentially?
Same shot, a little closer.
And stage 27, investigator.
And same closer shot, number 4 with the ruler.
So this is another view of the mark number 4, the napkin that's like.
Yes, and we always also use the ruler for the size of that.
Stage 28, investigator. We've moved on from mark number 4. What is shown in this photograph?
That was a diaper that been used and some shorts that was located on the floor on the hallway bottom.
And what is that next to marker number 5?
The diaper.
So the diaper is next to marker number 5,
Mm-hmm.
and the shorts are next to marker number 6.
This one.
Do you recall why you took photos of those particular items?
Do I recall what you're saying? Do
Why
I
did
recall
you-
that picture? Yes, ma'am.
Why did you take pictures of those?
I took a picture because being the location where it was, and also the diaper contained pieces, and you know it can be taken to the lab if it's necessary.
And states 29 investigator. What's shown in that photograph?
That's more like a medium close-up picture of number 5. Yeah, and 6.
States 30. What is this?
And that's a close-up picture, and I don't know if I the diaper with it.
And states 31.
Then also a close-up picture of item 6 over the shorts.
States 32.
Yeah, close-up with the ruler, same item 6.
So measuring the shorts, laying around.
Shorts, this one.
States 33. Can you tell me what's in this photograph?
This is a overall picture. This area is located in the master bedroom floor, in the carpet area, and overall item 7 through 11.
So this photograph was taken in the master bedroom, and those are marker numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
This one.
States 34. Investigators on the witnesses.
Close-up picture of item number 7. Will be part of some of the medication for the inhaled.
States 35. Investigator, what is this?
Close-up picture of the inhaler right next to the huggies. Number 9 would be one of the capsules. I think it's probably medication for the inhaler.
And states 37. Is that a closer view of marker number 8?
This one with the ruler.
And the inhaler.
This one.
States 38. Is that a closer shot of marker number 9?
This one with the ruler.
Those would be capsules for, say, a breathing machine.
I believe so, yes.
States 39. What is this?
Then market 10 would show the nebulizer, I believe that would be the treatment for asthma, most likely. And 11 would be, the short piece of clothing. So, 11 would be the medication package.
You said marker number 11 would be medication package.
Yeah.
State Exhibit 40. What is this?
So we are, the 10 is a close-up picture of the ruler of the nose piece of the inhaler.
States 41. What is this?
11, it's another capsule with a ruler. That was the medication package that I told you. That was my 11. I couldn't see it well.
Gotcha. Thank you. And states 42. Investigator, what is this?
This is an overall picture of the items located by the bedside, and then on mark number 12 is a clear bag with green leaf material.
And where did you locate this in the house? Was this also in the master bedroom?
This my master bedroom next to the bed, on the floor.
States 12. What is this?
That's a close-up picture of the bag containing that green leaf material, also with a partial smoke blunt. Mark 12 with the ruler.
And states 44. Tell me what this is.
It's a close-up picture of the same bag with green leaf material in the blunt. Mark 12 with the ruler.
Okay. States 45. Investigator, tell me what's going on in this photograph.
13 is a towel on top of the bed.
So this is a towel on top of that?
Yeah.
And where was this photograph taken?
Master bedroom.
States 46. What's going on in this photograph?
This is also on the master bedroom area, floor area, and marker 14. And that's like a
So marker 14 is placed next to something that appears to be part of, say, an inhaler or some kind of medical device.
Yes, ma'am.
States 47, what's going on here?
14 is also a picture of the measuring cup. Also, that was one of those notes, clear notes, so to pump the maybe box out the notes.
States 48, investigator, what's going on here?
15 is close up picture of the ruler, also with a piece of equipment, probably from one of the nebulizer or one of the.
States 49, investigator, tell me what's going on in this photograph.
This is the bedroom, the child's bedroom, and this is, it was two beds, a large bed and the child's bed, so this should be the child's bed against the wall with a marker, I believe, what, 16? Let's see, yeah, 16 and 17. So 16 we're marking the stain on the bed, and 17 the pillow, the stain on the pillow.
And just a note, because there's a little bit of glare on the screen here, that marker where that glare is marker number 16.
Yeah, from here I can hardly see it from the 16, but yeah.
And that is next to a stain on the bed.
This one,
And marker number 17 is another stain.
this one.
Why did you take pictures of these particular things?
I take picture because it's, it could be body fluid, it could be vomit, it could be something related to the type of scene that I'm working.
States 50, investigator, what is this?
It goes a picture of 16, marker 16 with the stain on the bed and the roof.
States 51, what is this?
Another picture, item 16, the same stain on the child's bed with the ruler.
States 52,
17 would be the pillow located on the child's bed with the stain.
and again, there's that glare, the stain is kind of where that glare is, right?
Yeah, that pinkish, yeah.
States 53,
This is another shot on the same stain on the pillow with the ruler, 17.
States 54,
And marker 18 is the pillow located on the larger bed located in the child's bedroom as well, showing the stain on the pillow as well.
and so mark number 18 is next to another stain. Is that right?
And located in the pillow.
And so this is all still in the bedroom where the smaller child's bed was?
Yeah, a larger bed next to this one in the other corner of the bedroom.
States 55, investigator, tell me what this is.
Because a picture of with the ruler of stain, mark 18.
States 56, what is this?
Same marker 18, same stain on the pillow, with even closer with the ruler.
And States 57, what is this?
Same marker 18, same stain, different shot with the ruler.
States 58, what is this?
This is the kitchen area. This medication, I got this medication from one of the top drawer area on top here. Marker 19.
States 59, what is this?
Plus a picture of all the medication, that we can see what medication is what, and marker 19. Yeah.
Is there a reason why you took pictures of the medication?
Yeah, we do. We collect medication on child's dead, and most of the death we also collect medication.
States 60, what is this?
This bag is located in the between, like in the bar area of the kitchen, on top of the stool. And I marked the whole bag. That's 21 was collected completely, entire bag, and also containing some medication as well.
And States 61, what is this?
Plus a picture of marker 21 from that bag, the medication was inside the bag.
And so all of the items that are next to these markers, that would be physical evidence that you collected.
Definitely. Some of the stains were swabbed, to later on, if the detective wants to submit it to the lab, he can, but pillows were collected, I cut the stain on the child's bed. I took that stain completely from the bed.
Now, do you do testing for, say, swab stains
No.
in-house, or is that sent to GBI?
Yeah, the detective will send it to the GBI. We just do the collection.
Do you do any more of the investigation other than process the scene?
All the documentation and collection of the crime scene.
Nothing further at this time, Judge. Mr. Greer, he's with you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Investigator, good to see you again.
Yes, sir, thank you. So,
Jeff Greer, hope your family's doing well.
yes, sir, everybody okay? Thank you.
Once again, you were, based on your job as a crime scene investigator, you were requested to go to the original Peach County Hospital there in what's considered Byron, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you went out there, you took numerous photographs of the baby, is that right?
Yes, sir, the TR bed.
As a result of that, you were, you got out there a little bit before noon on that particular day, is that right?
Yes, sir, it's actually, I was called on 11:30. I arrived at 11:49.
11:49. And as you stayed out there and took photographs, and you were out there, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes or so, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
At that particular time, you then followed, or who was it that actually took the baby to the morgue?
The
EMS.
EMS. I follow EMS, yeah, from the...
Right. And you got there 30 minutes or so later, is that right?
We arrived at HCMC more at 1301.
All right. And once the child was delivered there to the morgue, you were then called upon to go to the crime scene, is that
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? And you met with Deputy Collins from the Sheriff's Department, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he's with the Sheriff's Office, and you're with Warner Robins, but y'all were working together on this.
Yeah, we kind of, whatever they tell us to do, what they do, then we do what they want in our part as well.
Okay. And I take it that you stayed out there for a couple hours or so at the apartment there on Lakeview, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I released the scene at 15:40.
Okay. That would have been 3:40 in the afternoon, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then from there, you eventually returned to the police department at about 5:30 that night, is that correct?
17:30, yes, sir.
Okay. I take it that the photographs that we looked at, all these photographs, you took a lot more photographs than that, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you probably took more than 100 more, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And every one of the pictures you provided to the district attorney,
Yes, sir.
that you know of.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, as far as all these photographs are concerned, you took a lot of pictures of stains, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Stains of carpet, pillows, maybe some sheets. That's what you took
Yes,
stains
yes,
of.
sir.
I mean, did you actually cut them out?
I took the pillows and I cut the one in the child's bed.
All right. And for those,
Piece of mat, yeah, I collected the sheet and collected a piece of mattress as well from the child's bed, small bed.
and you provided that evidence, did you not, to whom? Who did you use it?
When we bring the evidence, we seal the evidence and we turn it into our evidence holding area at the police department.
Okay. And so it was locked up, is that right?
Yes, sir. They take custody after I release it to them.
Okay. Do you know which detective was in charge of all of this?
Well, from Houston County, it was Collins.
Right.
Yeah, but at the PD, when we turn things in, he goes into the property room.
With Warner Robins?
Yes, sir.
Right. And so Warner Robins was in charge of all of that potential evidence?
Keeping all the evidence there until somebody sent it to anywhere, to the lab or comes
Do
here.
you know if anybody ever sent it to the lab?
I don't know, sir.
I mean, you haven't been made aware of that?
No, sir.
So all these stains, you don't know what it was?
No, sir. We just did the collection of the stains.
Right. Just the collection. You can't, you have no idea what it was?
No, sir.
All right. Now, how many crime scenes do you figure in all your years that you've had to process?
Over 800.
Okay, and a lot of those are, you go to a crime scene on Francis Street after there's been a shoot, you go out there and get shell casings and anything that you can find. You put one of these placards down to try to identify each particular shell casing. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And I mean, we didn't have any. I mean, you didn't collect any weapons or anything of that nature, did you? At this particular
No, not at this particular scene, no, sir.
I mean, did you look for? I mean, did you receive information that this child possibly had died from some sort of blunt force trauma?
Not at the time.
Okay, but did you look for or find anything, or photograph or collect anything that would indicate that it could possibly be used as a weapon against somebody?
Well, I do the search, a complete search, and if I come across anything with a stain, anything that can lead me to suspect anything, it will be collected.
Okay, but you didn't collect anything though.
No,
with that
no,
nature.
sir.
Did you collect, or did you see or collect anything that, based on your years of experience, knew to be blood?
Well, the stains, some of the stains are kind of represent kind of pinkish color. Could be light discolored blood. It could also be as well. Yeah, some of it was kind of pinkish. So, I mean, I cannot tell you 100% we didn't do any testing of blood, but
Okay.
it kind of represent, similar stains of blood that I have collected in the past.
But you just collected, you didn't do any analyzing of anything?
No, sir.
So you don't know what the results of any of that are?
No, sir.
Could you tell from your search and collection as to whether or not there was any evidence inside the apartment of a struggle of some sort?
No, sir. Things were not normal where it's supposed to be, but not like,
Okay.
let's say, in a struggle situation, no, sir.
All right. I mean, you've been to crime scenes as not investigator where you've went into rooms where there's furniture upended and trash all over the place and windows broken and stuff like that. Nothing.
No, sir.
There wasn't any evidence of any damage to any walls or windows or doors or anything.
No, that I could see. No.
And I take it that you went throughout the house. You just didn't go. I mean, you just didn't go to the child's room and the kitchen and the master bedroom. Is that correct?
I did the entire apartment, sir.
Right. The living room. Did you also go to the laundry room?
Yes, sir.
Because you did a sketch of this whole place. Is that right?
I did.
And there was also a balcony that was on the back of the apartment. Did you check the balcony also?
Yeah, it was locked. It was locked at the time.
It was locked?
It was fine, yeah.
But did you ever have the occasion to go out to the
Yeah,
balcony?
it was remarkable. It was fine.
It was remarkable?
Not yet.
And there was a storage room that opened in from the balcony. Did you go in that storage room?
No, sir.
Okay. But all the time, all the pictures you showed out there, this is all that you have to report. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's what I did, yeah.
Just a second, John. I have nothing further for the investigator. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Holland.
Investigator, just a few more questions about the stains. You described them as being pinkish in color.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in your experience, you have seen a lot of stains, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Does pinkish in color necessarily have to mean blood?
Some of them kind of light color, but they do reflect possible being blood stains.
Could it be something like vomit?
Yes, ma'am.
Could it be something like juice?
Yeah. Could be.
So a pinkish stain wouldn't necessarily mean it's blood?
Not if it be tested. Through our experience, we kind of determine certain stains, but I mean, until it's been tested.
And you yourself, just clarify, don't do the testing, it's sent to the GBI testing.
Yeah, I submit everything so they can submit it to the GBI. I don't know if they did, but.
Thank you, investigator.
Real quick, Your Honor, please. Real quick.
Yep.
Once again, investigator, you've had the occasion, have you not, to do crime scene investigations Where there's been blood spatter on the walls, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There wasn't any blood spatter anywhere in this house?
No, sir. No, excuse me.
Judge, that's all I have.
Thank you, Investigator Herrera. You're free to go and stay as you wish. You may be excused. Call your next witness.
Keith Collins. Mary's right hand, please. You swear firm testimony about you, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you, sir. Can we see you? Can you state your name for the record, please?
Justin Heath Collins?
Is that just common spelling on everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you currently working in law enforcement?
No, sir.
Okay, what do you currently do?
I'm currently a realtor, landmark realty, and home repair business.
Okay. And prior to that, you worked in law enforcement?
I did.
Which agency did you work for?
I was with the Houston County Sheriff's Office
How long were you with the sheriff's office?
from November of 2010 to February 2021.
Were you in the same role at the sheriff's office? Did you have different roles?
I had different roles. I was
Okay.
promoted to juvenile division around 2004.
When you say promoted to the juvenile division, what is the juvenile division?
The juvenile division of the Sheriff's Office, where the primary function is to investigate either delinquencies involving juveniles or also child victim crimes.
Okay. And were you working in that capacity November 17th of 2020?
I was.
Were you the on-call investigator that day?
I was.
Did you get a call about a deceased child that day?
I did.
Where were you when you got that call?
I believe I was at the juvenile office.
Okay. Do you remember about what time that was?
I believe it was morning
It was
time.
morning time, kind of early in the morning. That kind of maybe just got into the office.
I believe so.
And when you got that call, where did you go?
I was responding to the Peach County Hospital.
Okay. And when you got to Peach County, was there any understanding that you had about kind of what was going on before you got to Peach County?
Prior to my arrival, my knowledge was that I had an unresponsive 2-year-old that was en route to the hospital.
And when you got to Peach County, were you able to identify the child involved?
Yes.
What was his name?
Karter Ambrose.
Okay. Do you remember how old he was at the time?
Around 2 years of age.
2 years. At Peach County, was he still alive when you got there?
No, sir.
He was declared deceased at that time?
I was not sure.
Okay. Was there anybody there? Was there anybody there that you had any contact with associated with the child?
My initial contact was with hospital staff who informed me of the child was deceased. And then at some point I made brief contact with the family.
Okay. And at this point, did you have any kind of working knowledge about how the child may have died?
At that point, no, sir.
Okay. You didn't have any information about
Prior to speaking with the mother, no.
Okay. At some point, were you made aware that there was a breathing issue with the child?
I was informed of the history of breathing issues with the child and that the child had prior medical issues mentally.
And do you remember how long you stayed at the Peach County Hospital?
I don't, but it was probably at least an hour or so.
Okay. And then where did you go after the Peach County Hospital?
I responded to the apartment,
Okay. Whose apartment?
Ms. Davis' apartment.
Okay. Do you remember the address of that apartment?
I think it was on Lakeview Road, 68. Lakeview Road.
Okay. Is that in Houston County?
It is.
And you said that Miss Davis lived there. Was there anybody with Miss Davis when you first interacted with her?
There was for Mr. Bennett.
Okay. And you said you went to the apartment there. Do you recognize Miss Davis in the court today?
Yes, sir.
What's she wearing?
White sweater, gray, white dress.
For the purposes of the record, witnesses identified the defendant, Kianna Davis.
Okay.
What was the purpose of going over to the apartment?
Well, anytime you have a child death, that's where the scene was last known for the child prior to being to the hospital. So we wanted to secure that scene and make contact there with the scene.
Okay. You secured the scene. Did you have the scene searched?
Did.
Okay. Did you ask for consent to search prior to searching?
I did.
Okay. And who did you get consent from?
From both Ms. Davis and Mr. Bennett.
And did you actually go in the apartment?
I did.
What do you remember observing when you went in the apartment?
I remember some stains on the floor in the living room, either steel or throw stains. I remember some medicine in the teaching area on the counter. There was a nebulizer running in the back bedroom. In the child's room, there was a lot of throw-up stains on the bedding. And then in the bathroom, there was some water in the tub.
Okay. Was there a soiled diaper on the floor?
There was some.
Now, you went through it right, but somebody else actually documented the scene, correct?
That's correct.
And who was that person?
That was
uniform career of warrant speedy crime scene.
And he just testified, right?
Yes, sir.
And he took swabs or samples or cuttings from the apartment, didn't he?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
And did you collect those from him?
I
Okay.
took from,
Okay. But they ended up somehow in the sheriff's office possession?
right, that way, warrant
Warrant
arms.
arms.
Right,
Okay. And let me ask you this. Did you send any of that to GBI?
I did. That's the warrant arms.
Okay. So to your knowledge, anything been sent?
From the apartment?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So at some point, did you take a statement from Miss Davis about what happened?
I did.
Okay. How many?
I spoke to her at the juvenile office on 2 separate occasions.
Okay. Do you remember the first occasion?
I do. A day after the incident day.
Okay. And where did that statement take place?
The juvenile division office in New Orleans.
Okay. Do you remember about what time it took place?
I had a document. Would have been, I believe, around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Or,
Now, when did you ask her? I mean, did you ask her to come to the station, come to the juvenile office and give you a statement?
yes, sir. The prior date, I'd asked her to meet with me.
Okay. And was the initial plan for her to meet on the same day that you asked her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what happened?
I received a call that she did not feel like coming in at that time.
Okay. So you guys scheduled it for the next day?
I did.
Okay. And as part of your investigation, did you also interview Kianna Davis?
I did.
Okay. How many times did you interview him?
We had 2 separate contacts with him.
Okay. Were the interviews with Kianna Davis on the same day as the interviews with this defendant?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know how Ms. Davis arrived at your office the day that she gave you the statement?
I don't.
Okay. At this point, was she a suspect in anything?
At this point, no, sir.
Okay. At this point, you have very limited working knowledge of kind of the facts in the case.
Yes.
Had an autopsy been done at this point?
No, sir.
Okay. So was she under arrest at all? Did you offer her any promises or a benefit to come and speak to you?
No, sir.
Did you threaten her or coerce her to speak to you?
No, sir.
Did you read her Miranda rights? Can you explain what those are?
Miranda rights are, anybody's rights that are required any time an arrest is being made in the interrogation.
Typical what you see on the cop shows, right? Okay. You didn't read her those?
No, sir.
What was that?
She's not under arrest.
Have you reviewed her first statement prior to coming to court today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it a fair and accurate, I mean, it's a video recording, is it not?
Yes,
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the interview that you did with her?
yes, sir.
And has it been changed or altered in any way?
No, sir.
I'm going to offer it in evidence. It states 62. And I will tell the court that both are on state 62. Both interviews for the purposes of this. We'll just start with the November 18th, I believe was the date, interview.
Court's over objection, Your Honor.
Yep, definitely.
So who is that person right there?
This is a defects investigation.
Marcus Jackson. Okay, so is there kind of parallel investigations that are going on at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where is that room that we're looking at?
This is at the juvenile division office in New Orleans.
And before I continue, so you reviewed this, right?
Yes, sir.
So this interview is actually 2 videos, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if one stops just for the purposes of everybody in the courtroom, we have another part.
Yes, sir.
So try to do this and we got keep in with, okay?
he was trying to get into his one. Just gotta get through it. Really, I'd like to just, I know that, we talk a lot yesterday about him being sick and stomach and things like that. Could you tell me when that started?
Friday, I picked him up from daycare. And he was feeling slightly about his stomach, but he said it once and didn't say anything else. So the next morning, Saturday morning, he woke up and he had this bump in his eye, on the side of his eye, and two under it. And he was just rubbing it, so I was just like, he's so used to having allergic reactions that I just thought he was an allergic reaction. So when he rubbed it, the eye swelled up, and I gave him some Benadryl, and he was taking Benadryl all day Saturday, every 6 hours, all day Sunday, every 6 hours. And then on Sunday, I cooked dinner. And he was happy, nothing was wrong. He ate, and then after he ate at night, I put him in bed, and he usually watches his cars. And he said, "Oh, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts." I said, "Okay, baby, just lay down." And that was Sunday night. He started throwing up. And it's not uncommon for him to do it. He's been to the doctor multiple times. But throwing it, just randomly, just throwing it all over the place. So I didn't think anything of it when he started throwing up. That it was just a virus. I did what they always tell you to do, give him some Pedialyte, make it lay down. I went to work on Monday.
How many times did you through it?
One told me he's going to be back on the floor, on the couch. We walked around the house for a little bit. I gave him a bath because he was all nasty, and as soon as I gave him a bath, he threw up again. I just asked him what to just go lay down. Stop getting him juice. Gave him some Pedialyte, put him in bed that night on Monday. He threw him in the bed, and that was alarming because, like, whenever he threw up, he do it when he was awake, and so he never done it when he was sleeping. And I should
You couldn't have known.
Monday night, I was in the room, and I saw him threw on himself, and so I picked him up, and I took his shirt off, and I put him in the other bed. He had 2 beds in his room. And when I moved him, he kind of whined like I was hurting him. And I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "I'm okay." He said, "My stomach hurts, my stomach hurts." I said, "Okay, baby, just go back to sleep." I said, "You'll feel better in the morning."
Can you tell me about what happened?
Probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so it was Monday night.
Yeah. I got up for work that morning, and I went in his room to check out, and he kind of laid off the bed. And so I pushed him back on the bed, and he kind of nudged me, "I'm hurting," and that's when I said, "Are you okay, baby?" He said, "What's up?" And I said, "You want to go lay down with Kianna? That's my girlfriend." He said, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "Okay." And I went in the room, I finished getting dressed, Kianna got him and laid down with him in the bed. And I went in the room, and I kissed him, and I said, "Yeah, he was just laying there. I know what's wrong. I swear to you." I'm so cautious during this time because during this time of year, he always gets sick. He has a lot of respiratory issues, so I'm so cautious. If something was wrong, I would have known. I would have saw it. He was just laying there. He said, "Come on me." He gave me a kiss. I left.
Did he have any breathing issues at all? No breathing issues?
No, I really bad when I gave him a kiss. And I know that he had breathing issues. I'm used to it.
Right.
So I went to work. I work in Jones County.
You left about
I left at 7:15.
Okay.
I got to Jones County around 8:30, 8:15. I stopped and got gas. I went to the school. I was there for about 10 minutes when my boyfriend called me. He said, "Karter he was weak. He was weak." And he was on FaceTime with me the whole time. He said, "He's breathing there." I said, "Well, just go get his treatment," and just give him treatment.
At what time did you say call?
This is about 9. Because I didn't enter my class. I have a class at 9:30. I was gone from Jones County before the class even started, so it was between 9 and 9:30.
Okay. So did you see him on the video?
I did.
Okay. How was it when you saw him on
He
the
was
video?
looking dead at me, that's why. It just,
You saw
I
him?
asked to see his chest. I remember I said, "Let me see his chest to see if he was retracted in the middle," because that's what I'm used to doing. And he pulled his shirt, he wasn't retracted, so I said, "Okay, send him for treatment." And he said, he just looked weak. He said, "I'm about to take him to the doctor." I said, "Okay." I said, just get there. And he left. He was on the phone the whole time. The doctor's office is literally right beside my house. He raced up there when they were on the phone. All I heard was the doctor just grabbed on his knees. He got close to him. I was just on the phone just driving. I was trying to get here. I don't know what happened after that. All I know is that they told me to meet him. And that was it. And that's it.
I understand. Going back just a little bit. You said that was around 9.
Yes.
Right. You're not exactly sure the time?
I'm almost positive it has to be around 9. I got to Jones County at 8:30. I was gonna be in the room by myself, just not on the phone with anybody. I was by myself getting the class ready for about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I want you to think about when he called you, Vivian called you, and showed him to you. Can you describe him to me? Was he making noise?
He was making noises. He was talking.
He was talking?
He was talking. He has a mask on his face, so I really couldn't hear anything. The mask, the breathing machine is going, but he looked at me and nothing.
So he was already on the breathing machine?
He was on the breathing machine.
He called you?
No, he called me. He wasn't on it when he called me, but he said he's not breathing on me. I said, just get it in the breathing treatment. I told him where it was. It was in the laundry room at the top of the counter on the top. And I said, just get it and give him a treatment. I said, give him the phone because he takes 2 different ones.
So he said he wasn't breathing?
He said he wasn't breathing regularly.
Okay.
That's why I asked his chest.
But you said he was talking?
He was talking. Before that, he said that I wasn't there. So, I mean, during the process, I heard him. He was talking. Something was wrong. If I would have thought something was wrong, there's just no way that I would have even say not do breathing treatment. That's always my first step, do breathing treatment. But that after that, I normally just check his breathing. It's not right. I go straight to the doctor and I let him do the treatments and do the steroids and everything there. I'm never.
When's the last time he's had any kind of breathing attack?
He had a virus a couple months back. But
And when did he get him treated for
he had the
that?
steroid shot. They usually just give him a shot immediately because if they don't, his O2 levels go down and he wasn't even, I think he's at like 92 that day. So they just gave it to him because they know how bad he gets. The entire doctor is very aware of Karter and all of his issues.
Yes. Could you have phone me? Could I ask you to give me the time that you are?
Now 15.
Called you 9:15?
As soon as he called him, I jumped out.
Okay.
Because I called my boss right after.
Where was he at when he called you?
No, I'm sorry. This is the FaceTime call. At 8:35, he FaceTimed me.
Okay, all right. 8:35.
I called my boss right after. And told her I was leaving.
So, what room of the house was he in when he called you?
My bedroom.
Was he in the bedroom?
Because they were laying in the bed before I left.
Now, I understand he said something about that he had a foul movements. Do you know what point it was?
I wasn't on the phone at that point. He called me right after the bowel movement. That's when I got the call.
Okay. Okay, do you know if he done anything in particular after the bowel movement was
He
it?
was calling me the whole time. After the bowel movement is when he called me. And that's when it happened so fast. Happened so fast. I wouldn't know.
It's hard to, really hard to know what's taking place at times. Did you know if
Were you on the phone, like, when you called from about?
No.
Okay.
do you know how everything was? Okay. And so did Keaton run?
Yes.
Right, did he spend the night?
Yes. He been there since Sunday night.
He left it Sunday?
Yes.
How long y'all been together?
I've known him for 10 years. We dated, we just started dating in August.
Has he kept him at all before?
He has
No,
a daughter. He has a 3-year-old daughter too. So
Okay.
he comes down and makes me time to kiss me on this.
So he's been a kid. Does he know the all the medical issues that he has?
Yes.
was fully equipped him. That's all he knew what to do. Because I already showed him he was before. When Karter had to take a treatment thing, I showed him how to do it. He knew. Everyone around him knew. I'm making sure of that.
So you're on FaceTime with him, I'm sorry to go through it, but you're on FaceTime with him, you see him checks his chest, and so he's breathing in that time.
Nothing about it was, when I asked if he was having an asthma attack, I think he was already having.
Now, at what point was you on the phone with him the whole time from that point? Or?
The whole time.
Okay. So kind of walk me, if you would, through it as you can. From that point, okay, he called you, he already had Bible. Had he thrown up anywhere after you left?
No.
No? Okay. So he called you, says that he's, what exactly does it say to you when he called you?
He said, Lord, he was weak.
Okay.
He said he's not breathing normally.
Okay.
So I said, let me see. That's why I said, let me see, because he said he's not breathing normally. And I know when my child is about to go to return stress.
Well, you didn't think that's...
No.
So, was it those in the bedroom?
Yes, he was in the bedroom. He already had the mask on. He was doing treatment. And when he lifted up his shirt and showed
So,
me.
he already had the mask on?
Yes.
But he didn't have the mask on when he called you?
No. So he ran out the mask.
Okay.
Put the mask on. I walked through. I'm at this point, I'm driving.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm driving in the car. I'm still on the phone the whole time.
And what was he wearing?
A yellow shirt.
So, he's in the bedroom on the floor, is it?
No, he won't sit on the
He's
bed.
on the bed? Okay. That's where he's getting the breathing treatment?
That's where he was getting treatment.
Okay.
He had the mask on. He showed it to me and said, let me see him. I said, you okay, baby? I said, let me see his chest.
So he answered you when he asked you about it?
He said, but he was very faint because he had his mask on. But he did like this.
Okay. How long do you think, I know it's a tough question, but how long do you think after he called you that he had the mask on in the bed and you saw him? 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
It wasn't 5 minutes. It wasn't that long.
Okay,
It
so
happened so fast.
you just went a few minutes of him calling?
Within a few minutes, because he called me because he looked me in and said, "You're not breathing normal." So I immediately said, "Go get the treatment." I didn't need it. I didn't ask any questions or anything before he put the mask on.
Was he, so he had the shirt on, he had your pants on?
He had, when I left, he had my IBW and suits and pants. So
When he was in bed, was he wrapped up? Was he just on top of the covers?
he was wrapped up. He threw him on covers.
But that was the and he threw up on the covers at what point?
When he was in bed before I moved him.
Before you?
Yes, he had thrown up again when I got up that morning for work.
Did he eat anything other than I know y'all said he didn't eat a lot?
He wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink anything, but that's just normal whenever he was throwing up like that. He didn't even like it anyway, so I wasn't even surprised that he wouldn't really drink that. He would drink the juice though, and I stopped giving it to him because that's what he was throwing up.
Do you know what he ate all weekend?
I cooked beef tips and rice on Sunday. Saturday, he just had beefaroni and normal. And then we went Saturday, we went to my granddaddy's house. And I cooked dinner on my granddaddy, and he was fine. He was walking around, running around with his toys, nothing out of the ordinary. Other than that morning when his eye was swollen, he was on Benadryl that whole day, but he was still.
And tell me about what, it was a Sunday morning that he had, or Saturday?
Saturday morning when the eye got swollen.
Okay, so.
And we usually wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning because we're still on my work schedule, so we won't still get up early. So as soon as we woke up, I noticed the bump on his eye, and he was just rubbing it.
That was around 6 o'clock Saturday?
No, 6 o'clock Saturday.
So he didn't have it Friday?
No.
Okay. Now, can you describe the bumps to me?
It almost looked like not a sty, but it was right here in the corner of his eye. It was not a small circle, it was noticeable, and it was puffy. And then he had two kind of under his eye, but they were a little bit smaller in size. But when he was rubbing his eye, it instantly swelled, like it was shut. So I gave him Benadryl.
Did it look like bites or did it look like just
That's what I thought. I thought it was bites. It didn't look like a pimple because it didn't look like it had pus in it or anything.
get it swelled up?
I gave him a miniature.
The night before, versus the night before when you had me tips and rice, do you have anything
No,
in it
that was, he had me tips and rice on Sunday.
on Sunday?
Sunday night, I cooked it.
Saturday was the beef from?
Yes. And we also ate our grandfather's house, so we had, morning I cooked Saturday, we had, cube steak. And mashed potatoes.
What y'all doing on Friday?
I'm trying, he probably say to me, probably I didn't cook.
Yeah.
It was Saturday, it was Friday.
Is that your grandmother's house?
Yes.
And actually, so you said Saturday morning he had the bombs and he drove in his eye swell, and you gave him Benadryl. Did it reduce the swelling?
Yes.
So,
He took a nap. We went to my grandfather's house at 12. He took a little nap at the house because I gave him Benadryl, so it kind of made him sleepy. We got up and we started running his house at 12:15, 12:30. And all we know is that he went back to sleep because that's his normal nap time. So I made him go to bed. And I cooked.
So what time did you get back home?
On Saturday, I'm not sure, it was after 5.
Okay. But you went to your granddad's at what time?
At 12:15, 12:30.
And that was on
Saturday.
Saturday.
so while you were at the so before you left for the grandfather's house, was it hot? Like back home?
Yes. Now back to normal.
Well,
when we
and
went
when,
down. Yes.
was it swollen at all while you were at the
It was
grandfather's
still
house?
swollen, just not, one of those things that you had to know is now swollen for you to notice that it was swollen. A couple weeks before that, he ate a bag of chips. And I got full of kids. He's like, and they gave him something for that.
What kind of chips?
Sour cream and onion. And it was funny because I bought the bag and he had never ate that kind of before. He eats all the other chips in the bag and he's never had a reaction to it. And when he ate that bag of chips for 5 minutes, his lip, his face, everything was just swollen. I'm trying to run the picture. Let's go get you to the doctor. Here.
Did you not tell me?
Can you send a normal regular face out blood station regular?
Please say that word, you know. Okay. What allergies do you know that he has?
They haven't tested, and that has been my problem. This is the first time I've asked for him to be tested for allergies, and the kids are he's too young. I know when he was smaller, he couldn't drink regular milk. I couldn't just use the regular baby milk cans. He had to go to soy milk because the regular baby milk was making him vomit all the time. So, and they wouldn't even switch his milk. I had to get his milk switched just on my own. I just decided to change it to the soy because it just wasn't working. And he wouldn't switch it over. He wouldn't test them.
They ever had a reaction? Anybody like second smoke? Anybody smoking around here?
We have smoke on him. He has.
Do you know if he's ever had a reaction to?
No. He's only had a reaction to the chips, his brain reaction to the milk, then the viruses. Anytime he gets sick with the virus, he always goes to respiratory distress. Every time. It started when he was 1, the day I did birthday. We spent 3 minutes in the ICU. It's never really gotten better than this time of the year. I'm always so cautious.
Does it mean anything else he's had a reaction to?
The one I don't even know he has that I have reaction to because he had just woke up, so it was very random.
Have you had any new medication that weekend?
No.
Other than that?
No.
What medication is he on? Other than breathing?
He takes an allergy medicine that's prescribed from his doctor. It's kind of like cruelty. He takes that once a day, 5 more years. And he takes 3 days now. Once in the morning, once during the season, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I'll be wrong if he starts having bleeding issues every 4 hours.
You got an inhaler?
No, he has an inhaler, but he doesn't like it. He just uses the breathing treatment.
You know if the inhaler was tried at all?
Yeah, I tried that and he just.
I'm talking about that morning.
No, I even said it to the breathing treatment because I already knew he wasn't going to do the inhaler. He just doesn't like it.
Let me back up a little bit, so where you were on the phone. So you're on the phone, he's in the bedroom, on the bed. You're leave at that point or some point, and then you said you were driving.
So he told me that he was not breathing okay, he was not breathing normally. I ran out of Johnstown.
Did you see at what point he moved him or from the bed to anywhere else?
Because he put the phone down, to go get the treatment out in the laundry room. I told him, call me. I guess went on the bed. Couldn't see anything because at that point I was driving and trying to get to him. I just know that I told him, I said, let me see him.
Did you see him anymore after that on the phone? Do you know at what point he left the house?
Within the breathing treatment, he gave me the breathing treatment, and while he was giving me the breathing treatment, I don't even remember what he said. I just know that he said, no, something's not right, and he said, I'm taking it. He took the breathing treatment off, he ran out the door. I was on the phone the whole time. I'm sure my neighbors they have like a little ring.
Yeah. That's fine. We just have to figure out the time and everything. That's all. Do you know anything that he ate Friday at daycare?
No, I don't have his lunch and usually I don't know I packed that day, but usually it's between beef or I'll work more rides on Fridays. I don't even know if I pick that day, bring them lunch, everything is just
And you went to the store recently for any of that stuff, or just stuff you had in the cabinet?
because I went to the store maybe a week ago and I got everything he needed for the weekend. And thank her lady, her nephew has same kind of food treatment, so I trusted her with him. She knows how to give him the treatment if something's wrong. She's aware also.
But it was kind of sudden because he hadn't had that treatment for a while. And that morning when he left, he was not having any trouble at all breathing.
I don't understand.
But it was sickness, huh?
He's continually stomach hurt. And he doesn't even like to lay on his stomach. But he was laying on his stomach.
Has he ever had a bad habit of getting anything or into anything in the house, like under cabinets, or is there anything around that he could
No, I
drink or
never.
y'all used any poison or anything in the market lately or anything like that? No bug issues or anything?
I'll usually spray around the doors during the summertime and stuff. During the wintertime, I don't even try to do it because bugs aren't even out. So we have pest control bugs, but I usually still I'm very cautious. I go around the door edges and.
Has pest control been by?
I don't know if it's they come up and they just do it on their own.
They come inside?
They usually do it and spray. And they'll leave their cards, let me know they've been here.
Can you remember last time? But you say every month?
I don't think it's every month. I I never see any bugs, and I have to call them, get them to come out and do something they always do on a Friday when they can come.
Now, I know I'm already asked you, but the stomach issues like that, or at least to that severity, has that ever happened like that before?
No. Whenever he started throwing up, of course, he stayed hurt, but he really just started talking, so this is the first time that he could tell me, his stomach hurts, but he, he still just point. But I knew it was because he throwing up that he just, knew where it was coming from, but he always pointed to it. So I didn't think it wasn't alarming. That's what this is for. Not your words. Nothing. He didn't show me no signs or anything.
I understand. So how, just, I didn't want to ask you, I'm sorry, how often when's the last time Kianna was kicking?
It's been a while since he's been down because I'm in school. So I asked him for a couple of weeks just to not come so I can finish on a project. So the last time he's been here, he didn't keep him, couldn't do 1 weekend. But he normally keeps both of them because they're always there together.
Instead of Monday, he said he went to work. So who kept, and Monday was he going to be again?
No, Monday he was here.
So he was with Kianna already one day?
Yes.
At your
That
house?
house.
Did they go anywhere?
No, I don't allow that.
Do you know if Kianna fed everything that day, or did you put out food for him?
I know I told him that if he, because I cooked Sunday, that I said he's hungry to give him food that I fixed last night. Give him a little bit because Karter doesn't really like meat, so I told him to mix it. And how did he get right? But he did give him some that day.
They were some of the,
Yeah, some of the meat tips rice that I cooked on Sunday.
Did Kianna report any kind of car acting weird call Monday?
So he on himself, we're in the process of high training, and I put the underwear on Karter. He knows not to pee on himself. So I said, put the underwear on him because he's probably peeing on himself because of the pull-up. He put the pull-up, he took the pull-up, put the underwear on, and he went to sleep, and he said he still peed on himself. I said, that's weird because Karter knows better. But I just said, he just kept peeing on himself.
that was Wednesday, was it?
And he gave him high training, so.
Right.
But I know he knows when he has on his underwear that he goes to the potty.
Did you leave, what time did you leave work?
Same time, 7:15.
What time did you ride home?
I usually get off at 4:30 because on Mondays and Wednesdays, and Fridays I work in your office first, and then I head to Jones County. Then I leave Jones County around 4:15. So I can get back to my office and drop off the car to the school. And then get back home, so I'm coming around about 5:30.
Kianna's pretty much hung out all day at the house with you.
Yeah. Then I FaceTime him every day, all day, like I normally do. But I haven't talked to her all day. He's fine, talking. Hi, mommy. Did you eat? No. Nothing's wrong.
How much compliance did he have with his stomach?
To me, just when I woke him up. And then that was just one time that day. He didn't say anything else that day about his stomach hurt. He said that one time.
So nothing Monday during the day except when you woke him up?
Just when I woke him up, when his stomach hurts.
That was out of the two.
No, that was Monday, because he was throwing up all day Monday. And then Tuesday morning, when I went in the room and I moved him, that's when he said it again. He said, "My stomach hurt," and he had said it twice.
Do you remember when was the first time you were Monday?
I wasn't there. And that was one thing because when I was at the board, Kianna thought that he had juice, spilled his juice. Carter liked to take his top off his juice and throw it everywhere. And I got in the house and I said, no, I said, that's normal because I could see the spit things in my floor. Now, I tried to clean my carpet with the carpet cleaner. When I walked in the house, he was laying on the couch. And he was sleeping, and he woke up when I walked in. And there was throws all over him. And that's when I went, gave him a bath because it was nasty. I gave him a bath. And it had just happened because the girl was fresh. I went and I gave him a bath, and then I put on his clothes. And I went in the kitchen, started dinner. And he was right here on my shoulder. And then all of a sudden, he just started vomiting again. Just more and more vomiting in the kitchen. So I cleaned him up. I took the shirt off. He didn't vomit anymore at night until in the middle of the night. I went and shake him and he had thrown him in bed. That's when I said, that's odd, because he never throws him in his sleep. He'll throw him in the day, and I didn't give him any more juice or anything.
What was the juice?
It was Hawaiian punch. It was a mango something flavor. It was orange.
Was Kianna's daughter there?
That's she wanted she would be, but she's going to her mom this week because he has full custody of her. She was supposed to go with her mom, so he left her in Atlanta. Her mom didn't come. We were supposed to go back and get her on Wednesday. So she's grateful that she wasn't here because he would have never made it to the doctor.
That's why I'm trying to understand. So when you got home Monday, he had already thrown up. He was laying on the couch.
He had thrown up while he was laying on the couch. But like I said, he looked like he was waking up from a nap because when I walk in the door, my door chime goes off. He knows when I'm coming home. And as soon as he sat up, he did like this. He said, "Mommy," gave me a big hug. Nothing was wrong. Out of the ordinary, so I just went and gave him a bath. And he was, "Mommy, on the ice seat." And I said, "I know, baby." He took a ball bag, played with his toys. I took him out. We went in the kitchen so I could start dinner because he liked to cook with me. And he just started throwing up in the kitchen. And I was like, "Okay, baby, go lay down, go lay down." And then that night he ate dinner. And that's what I'm saying. He was fine. And after he threw up, he was in his room. I put him in his couch chair. We watched cards. And I fed him and we were singing. And nothing was wrong.
No breathing issues at all?
He was smiling, laughing, singing, talking. So I thought he was feeling better. Until the morning, until the middle of the night, and he threw up, and I was looking at him, and he's not feeling better. So I picked him up, put him on his bed, and he acted like what was hurting him. And that should have alarmed me, but I just thought, maybe his stomach really hurts. And so we went down and I kissed him, and we normally, we had this thing where we kiss each other, but we suck on each other's face. So come on. So then I did that and he laughed. I went back to sleep. Woke up out. Immediately got up and checked on him.
And what time was that before?
I normally get up. My alarm was off at 6. I had to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning because I know when I went and lay back down, I only got about 2 more hours of sleep before it was time for me to get up and get ready for work. I went in the room and I checked him. He was kind of laying on the bed. And I pushed him back over like I normally do. He just moaned. He said, "Mommy, something hurt." I said, "Okay, baby, lay down. Do you want to go back to Kianna?" Because I asked because I was leaving. I had to get ready, and so I was just going to put him in the room with Kianna. And when I was getting dressed, Kianna went and got him. And they were laying in bed together. He was laying on his stomach.
You know, wide awake, she sat down and sleep.
They're all good, wide awake. He had got a towel and laid on his stomach so that if he threw up again, he wouldn't get himself dirty up there or whatever. And he was just laying there. And I walked over before I left. I gave him over a kiss. Carter, I put my hand on his back because he was laying on Kianna's chest, and I felt him. He was breathing fine. Gave him a kiss. He said, "Bye, Mommy." And I walked out.
You said you moved from his bed to the other bed. Did he throw up in that other bed at all?
couch?
No, not the big bed, the door at all.
And do you know in his bed, what part of his bed he had thrown on him, where the floor was?
The little bit that he was laying on, there was a big, circle that just throw juice. His bed's not that big, so it kind of took up that entire middle part of the bed, which is why I moved him, because it was too much to even try to clean that night or do anything with him, so I just put him in another bed.
Did he sleep at all?
He slept good. He didn't wake up in the middle of the night. He didn't whine. And he's a crybaby, so normally we're still sleep training and trying to get him used to sleeping in his own bed without me, because he normally will sleep with me on the weekend. So whenever he wanted to come down, I try to get him to sleep in his own room. And he'd always, if he wanted me, he'd stand at my door and knock on my door, but lately he's just been getting better at it. So he slept the whole night. Didn't whine. Only whine when I touched him. It was just when I touched him, it was just strange, because when he was laying on Kianna, he wasn't complaining about anything. He didn't say that he hurt me. He was fine.
So that morning when he got up to start getting ready to work, did he complain at all about some breath? Was he still?
Yes. One time, when I was somewhere, I said, okay, baby, just lay down. Do you want to go in, Kianna? Mm-hmm.
How long does he normally stay on this when he does the breathing treatments? How long does he normally stay on it?
One of them it takes about 15 minutes to finish. The other one's a little bit longer. But he finishes all of it. He does even, while we do the breathing treatment, because he's used to that one. They give it to him at the doctor's office and at the hospital whenever he goes, so he's just used to sitting on that one.
And you were on the phone with him the entire time he was on the breathing machine?
He wasn't on it long. He was not on it long. Because I guess Kianna just moved like, no.
You said the other one takes longer. What was
He's on two. He's on budesonide, and then he's on albuterol. The albuterol is the one that takes a little bit longer. It's the bigger one. I think the budesonide takes about 10 minutes, and maybe the albuterol takes 15 or whatever. But I do know that when he had the reactions to the viruses, the only thing that would really keep him from having to go to the doctor if I catch it early and I start giving him the allergy medicine. Which is why they prescribed it to him with refills, because this was the only thing that would help prevent his airways from reacting.
what medicine do you give him for that?
Let's see the exact. It's the first one.
That's interesting. Do you remember the last time you went to his dad's house?
It was recent. The weekend of November the 7th.
You see,
I did. I called him Monday night and I asked him if he could take off work because I didn't want him to be at the house without one of us. Because we know his condition, and I would just feel better if his dad would have him because he works for the EMT and he's a firefighter. So I just would have felt better. He said that he couldn't take off because he had to work. So, and I couldn't take off from work.
sure. All right. Ms. Davis, I do appreciate you talking with us this morning. I'm certainly sorry about you having to go through this. I gave you my card yesterday. Okay. You contact me if you need it at all. You just call. Okay. Sure, we'll talk to you again. All right. Mr. Davis, talk to you in a few minutes.
Is that fair and accurate representation of the interview to the best of your recollection?
Yes, sir.
And what was the date of this interview?
It would have been November 18th.
And I think you had testified that there was a second interview of the defendant, correct?
That's correct.
Do you remember what date that was, sir?
It was December 7th.
December 7th, so a couple weeks later.
Yes.
And what was the purpose of the second interview?
It's a follow-up interview after being contacted by Dan Galpin with the Medical Examiner's office.
Okay. Did he have some information for you?
He did.
Okay. And what was the information?
So I was advised by former Dan Galpin that the child had multiple contusions, a lacerated liver,
And I don't need the specifics exactly at this
Okay.
point, but he told you that there were some injuries.
That's correct.
Internal injuries
Internal injury.
that was not some kind of asthmatic attack.
Right.
Okay. And so as a result of that, then you decided to re-interview the defendant.
And based on that information, do a follow-up interview with them,
And where did that interview take place?
the juvenile office in Raleigh.
Did she just want her in, or did you call her? What?
I called her and said, after coming in.
Did she agree to meet with you?
That's correct.
Did you interview Mr. Benton the second time that same day as well?
I did.
Okay. And do you know how this defendant got to the sheriff's office?
I don't.
Did you make her any promises to come speak with you again?
I did not.
Alright. Did you threaten her, coerce her?
I did not.
Did you offer her any promises or hope of benefit?
I did not.
At this point, is she a suspect in the investigation?
Yes.
Alright, but when she got to the station, did you put her under arrest?
No.
Was she free to leave, or, well, I guess let me start, was she free to not come talk to you?
Yes.
And when she got there, was she free to leave?
She was.
Did you read her the Miranda rights that we just went over?
No. She's not under arrest.
And have you had the opportunity to review the December 7th interview?
I have.
Alright, and is it a fair and accurate representation of that interview that you did?
It is.
Did you ever change or alter in any way?
No, sir.
The December 7th interview is also on State's Exhibit 62. I will offer that interview to evidence as well.
All right, it's admitted and you may publish it.
It may take me a couple minutes to set this one up.
thing, seems a medical examiner at the time, so that comes real important. So, I guess let's start where you know that he started feeling that.
Okay. I was talking about something from the eye thing, or
Can't leave it in the middle, you'll miss evidence, we need to take a break. We'll take a 5-minute break, y'all can be excused to the jury room. Go ahead. And
Well, let's ask, when, the thing was
Saturday.
Saturday, okay, did he have any stomach pain Saturday?
No.
Okay, when did the stomach pain start?
The stomach pain started Sunday night after he ate a little bit after he ate. And it started around his bedtime, which is around 9-ish.
Around 9?
Yeah. Yeah. We got up in the bed and that's when I noticed like he wasn't acting weird, but he kind of was, but he also had been taking it for 2 days.
What did he do Sunday?
Sunday, we were in the house all day.
Who all?
Just me and him until Kianna came back later on that day, which I think was around.
Okay, that's the day Kianna showed up?
Yeah,
Okay, just
Sunday, around
So Kianna showed up Sunday, and around what time?
5.
Okay, around 5 p.m. Does he normally come on weekends, or what's the?
It just depends on the moment schedule. He comes on weekends most of the time, but sometimes like on Thursday and stay until the Saturday or anything like that. It just depends on the weekend.
I just know it being the end of the day Sunday, she doesn't.
Yes. So that Sunday in particular, he was coming because it was actually supposed to be my last week at work before I went on vacation. And he was coming down so that I wouldn't have to take Karter to take care. So he was with me on Sunday, kept him on Monday, and Tuesday.
Okay. And you kept him before for you? How many times you kept him before?
8.
Okay. So, all right, so Sunday night, around 9, after he ate, he complained of stomach pain?
He was laying in the bed again, in my bed, and he was laying on us, and then I wouldn't say he was weak, he just looked like he normally does when his stomach doesn't feel good. He just really was very irritated. So I asked him to go to bed, so he went in bed.
How was he Sunday, say from up until that point? I mean, was he
Fine, absolutely fine.
no problem at all? Didn't feel?
No.
So Sunday night after he ate? Okay. So walk me through Sunday night.
Okay, Sunday night I cooked him. Went in his room, we watched a movie together. And then he came into our room, laid him down. It really happened so fast because I was in between cooking and trying to get ready for Monday. Between 5 and 9, that's what I cooked. I fed him. He was watching cars while he was eating. He came in the room with us, and then I put him in bed. That's once I noticed he was just acting like his stomach hurt.
Okay. So after putting him to bed, go from there.
Got in bed, nothing happened. Sunday night, he was fine. I woke up that morning, I went to work. I normally wake up and go in his
So
room.
he didn't complain during the night at all Sunday
Not
night?
Sunday, it was Monday after the throwing up all day, where he was just like, my stomach hurts.
So he's fine all night Sunday night?
All night
All right, Sunday or Monday morning?
I go to work.
Who's the first one up?
I was the first one I get up around 6.
Mr. Ben's still asleep? Did he sleep through the night with you?
He sleeps in the room.
I mean, Mr. Ben?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all together, you never in all night?
And I go in his room, I check on him. He's in his bed as normal. I put on the cartoons for him. I give him breakfast in bed, and he stays in bed until they wake up. And I normally call him a million times. And then on Mondays I work in Robin, so I'm in and out of the house all the time on my lunch breaks and stuff like that. I came back. I stayed around.
Let's set that particular Monday. Okay, so that particular Monday morning, he'd been complaining of stomach hurt after eating on Sunday, but he was fine all night Sunday night. No complaining, he slept through the night, no issues at all. Monday morning, you wake up.
He's fine.
Okay, did you talk to him Monday morning?
I talked to him. He's running around actually normal. I come home and I lunch break at 11.
Did you feed him that morning anything?
I gave him probably Cheerios. That's what I always give him for breakfast. He likes to eat Cheerios.
So was he up running around when you left for work?
He was in bed, not running around, but he was up watching cartoons and kissing me. I went to go with me as normal, and
So his stomach wasn't hurting Monday morning?
not to my knowledge, but I do know when I came back home, that's when he was on the couch, he was taking a nap, and I noticed there was shoes on the couch and on the floor, and so I was just like, what happened? I asked Kianna what happened. He said, I think he just feels he's in his car and likes to take his top off his shoes and literally throw it all over the floor all the time. He's in a terrible two-stage head, so I didn't think anything of it. So I went back to work.
Okay, that was what, you came back on what time?
11.
At 11 o'clock? saying at that time?
He's not saying anything, he was sleeping.
He was,
He was taking a nap when I walked in. And then when I came in, he looked up, got up, because he heard me come in the door. Acted normal, nothing was wrong. That's why I asked about the juice, because I just saw juice sitting there, and I saw him standing at the TV. Once I walked to my bathroom, I usually put myself down, I go to the bathroom, I come back, he's up, standing at the TV, waiting on me to come back out in the living room, and nothing is wrong.
so everything was fine at 11 o'clock then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Much when I was up, literally running around, acting fine, I left.
he didn't complain of stomach pain or nothing, but you just noticed juice on the couch.
Juice on it was just on the couch, juice on the floor, that's why I was just like, okay, he probably took his cups out of this, but also the cups in.
So he wasn't throwing up at that time?
I don't know if it was dope or not, and that's where I'm.
It didn't look like throw up, it looked like juice.
It's orange juice, so it's on my carpet, so at that point, like, there's no food or anything in it, it's just juice.
Okay, which he has a habit of throwing juice out?
He likes open, so no, there's juice out is.
Okay. All right, so you leave at what time?
My class starts at 12:30, so I'm pretty sure I leave about 12:15, because it's only down the road.
So, you were in the house for about an hour? Okay.
I eat lunch, I go back to work,
So what was he doing when you left?
still running around, waiting to come back. Obviously, he wants to know me when I go back out the door, but he's acting normal.
What's Mr. Denton doing at that time?
In the room, watching TV.
Bedroom?
Yeah, he's usually not on watching TV. We don't like Karter's room is right next to our room, so Karter's usually from the living room to his room. Both TVs are on. He's dragging toys, so we all do everything he's on. So I'm pretty sure he probably in our room when I left.
What y'all do at lunch?
I ate.
Okay, you didn't eat with you or you doing something else?
He's in the bed. I usually, when I come home, I sit with Karter. I eat. I go back and forth in there with him. It's kind of just lounge.
All right, so when you left, he's still in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
He's been just laying in bed?
And Karter is, I can't really say because every day it's just like, I'm trying to leave out the house and he's trying to grab Karter so he doesn't see me leaving out the house and doesn't scream, so I really can't say that he was in the room, but I know Karter was somewhere in the vicinity because I wouldn't have been able to get out of the door without.
All right, so you leave at around 12:15. He's fine. He's not throwing up. He's not complaining of stomach pain at 12 o'clock on Monday. Okay, so you leave, you go back to class. Mr. Denton's there with you. Okay, so tell me from the time you leave until you get back home, you contact about anything?
Yeah, so I go to work. He's fine. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I know I call at least 20 times a day, so I'm pretty sure I called him and I'm pretty sure nothing was wrong. I didn't have any knowledge of him throwing up until I got home and was in the kitchen and he's literally vomiting everywhere while I'm in the kitchen trying to make me a plate food.
What time is that?
I get home, I leave usually around 4:30. I get back here at 5:30, but I have to drop off the cars. I'm pretty sure I probably came in the house about 6 o'clock.
Okay. Anybody else been there?
No.
Nobody? Nobody, no?
I don't let anybody in my house.
Okay, was Mr. Denton have friends or anybody that comes over?
No,
Okay, so you didn't have any friends that brought him out, or you don't have any friends that hang out with him?
absolutely not.
Okay, so just him? Okay. So you get home at 6 and he's already gone?
When I got home at 6, I went in the kitchen to make some food. He's on the couch again, and I don't know, he threw up or he had stuff on his shirt, and I know that I went into him and put him in the bathtub because I was like, okay, you're nasty, so you're in the bathtub. I put him in the bathtub, got him out of the bathtub. Once I put his clothes on, we went into the kitchen so that I can finish making my dinner or put it in the microwave. And that's when he throws up all in the kitchen. And I'm like, okay, I just gave you.
Had you thrown up before you got home?
That's what I don't know if the juice on the couch from earlier that day.
Mine's some juice, forget the juice.
No. The only other time that when I walked in the door, I just saw his shirt was a mess. So I was like, okay, maybe something's going on. He had to throw up. So I told him, I was like, he had to have thrown up at some point while he was in the living room.
What did he say about it?
He said he didn't hear him calling, but that's not uncommon because when Karter throws up, it's not a dramatic thing. He does it. It's happened multiple times, but every time I get to the doctor, it's the stomach virus. It's probably the stomach virus.
Okay. So you walked in the door, shirt was a mess. Here they've already vomited or something. You clean him up in the bathroom, okay? How's he doing when you clean him up? How's he look? How's he
He's
feel?
fine.
He
He
complaining?
put all his toys in the bathtub, played with his toys in the bathtub. Literally, that's why I was just, it was unclear what had happened, if he had thrown up or not at that point, because he wasn't acting like he was sick until I put his clothes on and he threw up again, and I was like, okay.
Is that as you got out of the bathtub?
That's after I put his clothes on, we're in the kitchen, and literally as soon as I walked back into the kitchen, putting on his clothes and taking it back, he threw up.
What does it throw up look like?
It's orange, it's literally just juice everywhere. So that's when I was like, okay, that's stuff on the couch early on the floor must be thrown up. It can't just be juice that he throws, because when he vomited the juice back out with me,
Did you ask Mr. Benton when he started throwing up? Or
I asked him if he noticed him throwing up or anything. He was like, no, I just came into the living room and I noticed like the juice on the floor. I saw the cup.
So does he normally spend the day in the living room, Mr. Benton's in the bedroom?
He's not, Carter's not in, he chooses to be in the living room watching TV, but all the doors open, so he just runs up and down from his room to the floor. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so that was, you were cooking dinner about, you got home 6, so after you bathed him, you're in the kitchen with him, that's probably what time?
7:30.
Okay. So tell me about from 7:30 on.
From that point, after he threw up, I went and put him in the room.
So did he eat anything?
Not, I know he just ate when he woke up from his nap from earlier, so I didn't feed him again for the room.
Okay.
So I put him in bed, asked him if he's okay. He said his stomach hurts. So I said, okay, just lay down. Put him in bed. He went to sleep.
This is around 7:30, 8 o'clock? Or?
This is around 8 o'clock when he he finally went to sleep around 8 o'clock.
Okay. And he was complaining?
I asked him what wrong, he said his stomach hurt. That was it. It wasn't a whole dramatic thing. It wasn't anything on his face. He wasn't acting a certain way. He just said his stomach hurt. So I told him to lay down. He whined from his cup of juice like he normally does because he always wants to lay down. I wouldn't give it to him because he had obviously been throwing up juice. And so I told him to just lay down. And then I went to the room and me and obviously we lay in the room, watch TV together. Carter goes to sleep. I got back up in the middle of the night to go check on him.
About what time?
2, 3. That's when I noticed there was throw up all over his bed and he threw up in his sleep and it was more juice. So I picked him up, put him in the other bed. When I picked him up, he just acted like when I touched him it hurt, but then again, he was sleeping. And he doesn't like to be bothered when he's sleeping, so I mean, there was just nothing.
So you complained when you moved him to the other bed that
Just kind of did a jerk and turned his head.
Did he make any other complaints?
No, he was asleep.
That was 22 and 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
And he went right back to sleep?
He never woke up.
So he never really woke up, he was
still asleep, and I just moved him up.
but you noticed that he...
Yeah, he kind of jerked.
Okay. All right, so you put him in the other bed, and he's thrown up more than one time?
No, just the one time in his little bed, and then that's how I picked him up and put him in the big bed. And when I went into that morning, there was no throw up or anything.
Okay. But he hadn't ate anything, all he had is juice. And the throat that you see is what in color?
Orange.
Orange in color, okay. So you don't have anything else in the stomach, you didn't have water, no anything else in food?
I tried to give him water, he didn't want that because he wanted juice, but I wouldn't give him juice because that's what he's throwing up.
Okay. So from 2 to 3 a.m., you moved him, you threw up on top of the bed, you tell he's in a little bit of pain, put him in another bed, he's asleep, you go back to bed.
That's what it is. I get up at 6 the next morning, same routine. I go in the room, I check on him, he's still asleep. I asked him if he's okay. He said, Mommy, my stomach hurts. I asked if he wanted to go lay down with Kianna. He said yes. And I went and I finished getting dressed. At some point, I guess Kianna went and got out of the room because when I got out of the shower, that he was already in the room. I'm getting dressed. I don't get dressed in my room because I don't like for him to see me walking past the door all the time. So he tries to get me so I can get dressed in the bathroom and finish up. And then I went back in the room to give them a kiss goodbye. And he's laying on Kianna's chest. He kissed me goodbye. I asked him if he was okay. I put my hand on his back. He said yes.
26 and 7? So,
I leave the house, I have to leave the house at 7:15.
so did he go and get his bed with Mr. Dent, or did you take him there, or Mr. Dent go get him?
I don't know if he got up and went in there with Kianna, or if Kianna got up and went and got him, but somehow he got in there and was laying with him. I was in the shower and getting ready for work.
Okay. Before he got in the shower, he was still in his room?
Yes.
Okay, was he awake? Okay.
Wide awake.
But he was just,
Just laying, he was just laying there. Saying something first. Wasn't acting a certain way.
did he get out of bed while you were there?
No.
So did you ever see him up?
No.
So the only time you saw him that morning, he was either in his bed or in your bed with Mr. Dent? Okay, when you left, he lay on Mr. Dent's chest?
Then about halfway asleep, going back to sleep.
Okay.
Kissed him on the body, left. Got to Milledgeville around 8:15. I texted him and asked how he was doing. They were still asleep, so he never responded, so I ended up calling. That's when he's like, I don't know, he looks a little bit weird. And I was just like, well, how does he look?
So you said that was about what time you spoke?
See, I got to Jones County at 8:15. I probably stepped into the classroom at 8:30. So probably about 8:30 when I called.
And he answered. And that's when he said what then?
That's when I was just like, how's he doing? He said, he looks a little weird. And I was like, how does he look? He showed me, and I was just like, nothing was wrong with him. I was like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, he's kind of breathing a little bit weird. I asked him to see his chest so that I could see if his chest was caving and his breathing, and he was belly breathing. He wasn't doing any of that, so I told him, I said, just give him treatment. I was like, if he's acting like he's starting to breathe bad, maybe that's why he was feeling bad last night. It's that time of year where all this happens for him anyway, so I said, just give him treatment.
But he had no breathing issues at all?
No. And usually when he does, it's progressive. It's not quick. It's the belly breathing, and then it's more belly breathing, and we can calm it down with the albuterol. But he wasn't doing that. So I looked at him. He was fine, and he said, I don't know. He's like, I don't feel comfortable with him looking like this. He's never seen him in sick or anything. He's never been around, and he had no issues. So I don't know. So I told him, I said, just take him to the doctor. We live right here, which is the purpose of me living so close to the doctor, because he has so many breathing issues. It's quick. I said, take him to the doctor, and by the time, he was running out the door, I was facing him the whole time. By the time he was running out the door, all I hear him saying is Karter, 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 and I'm asking what's going on, and he's like, I don't know, he just looks weak, and I'm like, well, just get there. Next thing I know, he's walking into the doctor's office, and I hear turning.
Had he been around anybody else other than you and Mr. Benton over the weekend?
Saturday, we went to my granddad's house.
Saturday, you went to your granddad's house. Tell me about that.
We went over there around 12:15. I put him to bed, he went to the nap while I cooked for my granddaddy. He woke up from his nap and he ate. We left about 3, got back home.
Was he in your supervision the whole time?
Other than when he was in the room sleeping.
It was all the time?
Just me, my granddaddy, and him, and he runs around my granddaddy's house all the time, so he's back and forth, and I'm in the living room watching TV, and he's running around, chasing after my granddaddy, or just doing whatever.
When you see him in that terrible 2-stage, yeah.
Oh yes, it was.
So how do you deal with that? Tell me about his terrible 2s, you know, how hard was, how was he?
Carter's not a bad child, he's just, he has a little attitude, I would say. So his terrible 2s is more so throwing stuff when he gets mad, or snatching something, or if I tell him to put something back and say, put it back, he'll throw it across the room. That's his terrible 2, so that's why
How do you handle that?
I honestly, I don't discipline him like I should, but it's discipline.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you ever have to discipline at all?
yeah.
How would you discipline?
Popping him. I pop him all the time.
Where at?
And, but it does not faze him whatsoever. What fazes him is putting him in timeout. So he has a chair about, I'll make him go sit in timeout, because that's the only thing that works, is taking away stuff, and not really popping him, so.
How does Mr. Bennett deal with that?
Oh, he doesn't touch him. No.
So you end up playing with him?
No, I don't.
What, I mean, you got to do something when he's got to control you.
is shy, so he acts more standoffish. Even at daycare, he doesn't really talk to the other kids there. He's always by himself. He goes to at-home daycare, so he's always by himself watching TV or something. Every time I pick him up, he's off in the corner somewhere. He's not a bad child, so there's no reason for anybody to have to discipline him. He only does it with me because he knows he can get away with it.
Was he pretty comfortable around you?
Yes, he called him daddy.
All right, we're going to pretty much do the same thing with Mr. Bennett. Should we run through the timeline again? Because obviously there's a lot of things when you don't have.
He said that he woke up, I believe it was on Monday. Because you didn't feed him that night because he was throwing up. You didn't feed him because you know he had eaten when he woke up for his nap. You know what he ate when he woke up for his nap?
Probably ravioli. That's what he always eats for lunch.
Do you recall? Next month, what he ate?
I don't know, but I did cook on Sunday, so they could have ate Sunday leftovers. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, so we're gonna run through this with Mr. Bennett real quick, and then you and I'll talk again. Okay?
Are we gonna talk today? Are we gonna talk today?
Yes, ma'am. If I need to provide you with an excuse order, I will. It's just gonna take a little bit, right?
We're gonna stop here.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna stop here.